Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I hope you've been having wonderful weekends. I hope you're doing whatever you want to do, or you've gotten to do some wonderful things. Pinkadot, thank you for the 135 stream streak. That's a lot of streaks. That's a lot of streams. Thank you so much. Also, Nick, thank you for the 3 stream streak and the kind message. I think I would haunt you, but it would just be me trying to make sure you didn't forget things and being thoughtful. Like I'd follow you to the store, and if you were stressed, I'd float back to the house and have a bath ready for... That's the nicest thing. That's like Cordelia's ghost roommate in Angel. Venice. Yes, well, I am from South Korea, Seoul, so it's like 9 or so hours ahead, and we're halfway through Monday morning. Yushi, you're living in the future. You can tell us what Monday's like. We're still on Sunday. I hope that you got some good sleep. Okay, so if y'all remember, because I don't, we left off. Professor Moore made it to Scotland with the assistant of somebody that we're looking for. From what I remember. Okay, that's right. We made it here. So what were those black screens? Oh, the black screen was me. So I have like a scene that's called nested audio, and I have to, I forget that I need to like make sure that it's connected to StreamerBot every single time for some reason, even though it just doesn't remember, and I don't know why. Professor Ward, thank you, Pinkadot. Hi, bestie. How are you, Mrs. Blazing Fire? He's lost and alone, naked and afraid. Did we confirm that he's naked? Did we confirm that he is naked? Maybe he is naked. That makes sense. Is like, Nick, I have to have it connected so like it'll play sound. So like if I wanted to hear like I have to make sure it's connected to the right I don't know why. It's the only source that I have that you have to like constantly check it every single time. I should probably like Google it, but I just haven't yet. You know, it's like one of those things I'm like, that's a tomorrow thing or a later in the week thing. Also, Crimson, hello, welcome in. Thanks for getting your daily download. It's cooled off a bit, so it's not all bad. I have work at 2:30 p.m., but otherwise, I'm here. I'm here. Well, thank you for being here. Creative Liberties makes it more dramatic if he lost his clothes. That's right. He's naked. He's afraid. He's naked. He's naked somewhere, so... Anyway, we had just made it to Scotland with Oscar Koenig, his assistant. Professor Ward is the one that's missing, but then Professor Ward isn't Oscar's boss, right? I love how it just said, it's whole. We're going to go whole. I understand the frustration of my colleague upon finding nothing here. Maybe we could dig deeper, perhaps. Didn't you hear what I said before? This is not the cromlech we are looking for. I don't know why this person is so bitchy. There's nothing here. What about this hole? Let me just go into all of the holes. I see something sticking out of the ground. See? You gotta go into all the holes. What have you found? A mirror? Could it be an object out of its time? Don't joke around. It belongs to Professor Bennett. Professor Bennett. Why would an archaeologist need a mirror? It reflects sunlight to shine directly into the hole being excavated. An additional light source alongside the lamps and lanterns. You mentioned that each menhir should bear a spiral rune carved into it. Yes. Could it be that the element eroded these runes until they vanished? No. Throughout Europe, remnants of the settlements of the Order of the Eternal Wind can be found. Such stone-carved ruins have been discovered in Spain, France, and in my homeland. Several of them much older than this cromlech. So, in response to your query, no, it is impossible for the elements to have completely erased those runes. He's naked, he's afraid, and he's fucked. What a great start, right? He's not having the best of the days. He's not having the best of days. It was the best days, it was the worst of days. Okay. What is this mirror? A mirror owned by Professor Silas Bennett. Okay, so maybe he want to give his little mirror back. I think we can continue on. It's near dusk. We should hurry and search the area before we can no longer see anything. Do we reflect? Unreachable. It's quite far. I was like, could we reflect the light back? Okay, maybe not. That's fine. Alright, so we have the lighthouse to get to. So you haven't been to the lighthouse. Oh, there's somebody here. Perfect. What the devil? Get out of here. From the lighthouse? From Airspell. You were thinking that too? Oh, like to shine the light back at the like blinking thing? I was like, that makes sense, right? Can I steal your rope? We don't need a rope, Mr. Moore. Not that we know of yet. Well, we'll know where to find one if we need it. I don't understand your habit of keeping every object you come across. Alright. I'm calling me out. Yeah, that's what it made sense to me too, like we could maybe communicate, but because I don't know if you remember, Oscar's like very like, it's not another person, it's nobody signaling to you, it's like a river in the mountain, it's just sparkling back. And I was like, what? Excuse me? What? Why should we leave Airspell? This place is nae for ye. Damn it, I shouldn't even be here myself. And why don't you leave this place? These coasts are treacherous. They have claimed the lives of hundreds of sailors. That was afore they built the lighthouse, and someone has to take care of it. Although you won't see me venturing into those moors, no sir. Airspell is full of dangers, did you know? It's totally someone's it's, yeah, right? But that's like, I'm like, is Oscar, I'm like a little bit suspicious of his motivations, what he's doing. What kinds of dangers are in Airspell? The cliffs. You have to be careful if you don't want to plunge aft them. You'd be surprised at the human remains that can be found among the rocks. And the wind. It seems harmless, Richt. But this wind is relentless. It could drive even the sanest person mad. And I won't mention those damn mushrooms for hell. But above all... Yes? Nay. Forget it and get out of Airspell. You're giving me chills. That is an accent that I have not really practiced. Nay. Oh my god, hi Voodoo. Did I shave my legs for this, Voodoo? How are you? How was your weekend? Mushrooms. Mushrooms? Those purple things sticking out of the ground. You have to be careful not to step on them, and they are everywhere. Can you repeat what dangers? All of them, the cliffs, the wind, and those damn mushrooms. Okay, so maybe the mushrooms are causing like a localized communal delusion. Maybe the mushrooms are poisoning everybody's brain. It's like the episode of X-Files Field Trip. I'm propped up on my work laptop with you on one screen and my iPad playing All Stars Season 10 Bracket 17. Oh my god, why are there so many seasons of Drag Race? Well, hopefully you're not working, but thank you for stopping by. Drag Race never ends. It's forever and ever and ever. Wait, Bracket 17. Voodoo, are you in some kind of Drag Race competition? I Shattered, how are you? You oot in a boot. Well, yeah, we're in Scotland. We rode the train last stream. It's like Professor Layton. Voodoo says, I'm kind of working. I'm just screen scraping some education about spinal fusion for my... I like how you said scraping when you're talking about spinal fusions, because I feel like there's probably scraping involved. Wait, so you are educating your employees? That's very kind of you. Is that like part of what you have to do? But get your work on, get your relaxation on. I just started Professor Layton on my 3DS. Wait, Nick, okay, also, speaking of your 3DS, did you play Resident Evil... the original game that they released on the DS? Something Silence... I can't remember. Deadly Silence? There's lots of scraping. Yes, we learn about spinal fusions. I don't know. I think my friend's husband has had one. He's had like a lot of back work done. He played football basically middle school through college, and American football, not the best for your back from what I have observed with friends. I'm doing okay, thank you. Yeah, I've been running around since Thursday, so I haven't been able to hang around lately. Hey, no worries. Hopefully it's been all good running around. Shattered, yesterday we went to see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then after that we went to see Jurassic World Rebirth. And lightning struck the movie theater, and the movie theater lost power for about 20 minutes, and then they got the movie up and going again. It was wild. It was like even more dramatic. I guess I died though and exited out, so you gotta start all ooh. Hopefully you didn't make it too far in. What killed you? We have to get better about coding spines and bone operations. I gotcha, okay. Voodoo, if there's anybody that can do that, I believe in you. It has been a good time. Lots of friends, lots of food. And today I saw my dad for dinner. So it's been a lot. Understandable. I am exhausted. Well, hopefully now you can just like relax and kick back and have some days of not running around. I have to see if I can find that one. I have Azran and Miracle. I didn't realize that there were that many Professor Layton games, to be honest. I thought there were maybe like 3. It makes it sound like there's more than 3. A zombie near the Jill sandwich room. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you playing as Jill? Okay, what are you doing with these stones? I crush them to turn them into gravel. And what do you do with it? I spread it along the path to the door of me home. That stranger probably caught their attention. I want to be alert in case they approach while I sleep. If they step on the gravel, I'll hear them coming. They? Those who play the trumpets. I heard them once. It had been centuries since anyone heard them. What trumpets? The ones of the apocalypse. Professor Moore, come here. This man is delusional. He's not the first lookout to lose his mind in the solitude among natural elements. Well, we can still talk to him. Oh no, sadly not. Tomorrow I'm off to see my sister and brother-in-law. After that I can finally relax, I think. Oh nice, okay, well hopefully, well I'm sure it'll be a great visit. Also, I've also never played the Ace Attorney games, Nick. You think there's like 6 Professor Layton games now? I love Ace Attorney. I haven't finished all of them yet though. But I will, I believe you. I believe you will. Sorry to disturb you. Still hanging around here. Can you tell me about them? I think I've said enough. Get out of here. Ye are nay aware the danger ye are in. Tell me about the stranger you've seen around here. Yeah, thank you for the 18 months. 18 months how? How? That is a great question. I feel like, well, it's like, I feel like I just met you last year. There was a fellow carrying strange... I suppose he was an archaeologist by the way he was dressed. Nay, he did nay come around here and I did nay... Okay. He used to sleep in one of the caves. He lit a fire in it at night and that catches the eye. Okay, so maybe that's what we were seeing. Maybe that's why the trumpet sounded for the first time in years. Maybe that's why we saw the light flickering. Yeah, cheers to you with my kombucha. Also my friend Billy is watching Buffy and he's on season 3 and he's saying he hates it and he hates Faith. Nick, how? He hates season 3? And how can you hate Faith? I mean, like, Faith is, well, I don't know which part he's in, but okay. I'm gonna call Billy. Billy Bolly. I don't know if he's joking, but he's very upset about it all. The way you tapped that glass when you read that. When I read about him, Billy hating Faith in season 3 of Buffy. Well, Billy, you just gotta keep going.
I may be dead, but I'm still pretty.
That's right. Okay, where's the cave? To the north, there are cliffs. The cave is on a ledge. Okay, we got a new location.
Will you be slaying?
Can we enter the lighthouse? From above, we would have a full view of the terrain. Ye are nay authorized to enter the lighthouse. Only I am. But we would... I said only I am authorized to enter the lighthouse. Is that clear? We're slaying. Billy is not slaying. What is the dog's name? Dog? You mean that scrawny rat? It doesn't have a name. How do you call it then? A whistle? Looks like a quiet dog. Too quiet. It's as if it came out a taxidermist's warehouse. And on top of that, it's a coward. It gets scared of its own reflection in the water. And when that happens, you have to calm it down so it doesn't have a heart attack. Some companion. Thanks for your time. It's brimming with gravel. Okay. Can we talk to the dog? Oscar, go away. Oh, that sweet little angel baby. Hey. You are not authorized to enter the lighthouse. Will you let me pet you? Okay, fine. There are small piles of stones on the table. Okay, so we have a new location to go to. See, like, what if we... I played Turnip Boy Robs a Bank today and you can pet a dog. I've heard good things about that game. Did you finish it all today? It's near dusk. We should hurry. The water must be freezing. I don't think in Resident Evil, I don't think you can ever pet the dog. Oh. I was like, in Resident Evil 4, do you ever... I don't think you actually get to pet the dog. I had started yesterday, so I finished today. Posted in the Discord. Nice. Are you in a hurry to return to London? No, let's keep going. Oh, sorry, I guess I was exiting the wrong way. Yeah, that's what I was like. I didn't think that you could. Remember that run up the wall kick in the first movie? That scene had me gagged for years. Yes. Yes, the red dress with the leather, like, motorcycle jacket and the boots. And she kicks, like, the corner kick. Iconic. I like how we just made it to this random cave. Wait here. Why are you telling me what to do? Professor? Professor Bennett? I hope you get eaten. Professor? Damn it. Nothing? He's not here. The lookout said the professor spent several nights in this cave. Are there any signs of his belongings? I don't know, it's very dark and I couldn't see anything. I should go in as well. Go ahead if you wish, but as I mentioned, you won't see anything. Mushrooms. Let's eat them. Oh, I got some. Be cautious with that mushroom. It's an Amanita involutus. If crushed, it will release spores that could render you unconscious for quite a while. I'll be careful. I hope Professor Bennett didn't have an accident on this cliff. I beg your pardon. No, nothing. I can see the lighthouse to the south. Electro, hello. Thanks for getting an early log on spot. Hi, Rose. That's what I do every time I see a mushroom 2 runner. You pick it and you're like, I hope I don't crush this. Too far away. Can I not use this? I don't want to throw that over the cliff. Okay. Happy Sunday, runner. Happy Sunday, Electro. How was your weekend? How are you? Oh, you tried to eat it? Rose, okay, so I like mushrooms. Like, I will have, like, a mushroom Swiss burger, a portobello, like, burger, mushrooms on pizza. I feel like mushrooms are, like, one of those things that are very divisive with people. The lighthouse beam is hitting this section of wall. Okay, so I could use the mirror to direct the light into the cave, but the lighthouse intervals are so fast that I would barely have time to see anything. Ding dang it. Okay, what are we gonna do here? How are you today? How was the dinner? So it was pretty good. So, our neighbor has gone through like a health issue and is still going through it, but is much better. And her cousin came to visit from Palm Springs. And so, anyway, so we were going to do like the progressive thing, but I guess one of her dogs has not been feeling well. So we just did it at Nate's parents. So it was really nice. We hadn't met her family members before, because she's the only one in her family that lives out here. So we just had a really nice visit and some delicious drinks, and then we had spaghetti, and then Nate's sister and her husband were here, and they had just adopted a couple more ducks. So we got to see these little baby ducks. So it was all good. Thank you for asking. How are you this evening? Hate mushrooms. Okay. Is it a texture thing for you? I feel like people talk about texture stuff, and I'm like, I feel like there's other things that feel like mushrooms. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I love them grilled and sauteed. Like, if they have flavor to them, I don't mind them. But other than that, I don't eat them. See, I don't mind like certain mushrooms if they're like raw and like cut up into salad. I like that too. I had a lovely weekend. Had a nice little date with an online acquaintance who was in town. Electro. I love reading that. Thank you for sharing that. So is this online acquaintance who is like, I don't know. I don't want to like make it a thing, but that sounds like a lovely time. I'm glad you had a good one. I'm glad you had a great time. I'm like, tell me more, like I'm in Greece. Texture, and they taste too earthy. Too earthy. Also hate mushrooms, taste, smell, texture. Glad it was a nice dinner though. Thank you, yeah. I'm glad it was too. We hadn't seen our neighbor since probably not too long after Helene, maybe around Christmas time, so it's been a long while. You love sauteed portobellos. Yes, I love, yum, yum, yum. I like enoki mushrooms and hot pot, so maybe only hate them, not hate. Can't stand mushrooms. I don't know if I have had mushrooms at all to say anything. Yeah, I love like a mushroom Swiss burger. Like I said, I've had like a vegetarian instead of like a burger. It's the mushroom is the burger, like the big portobellos. I had a good weekend, lots of games and relaxing. I'm so glad to read that. You deserve that. You deserve that. I was gonna say, I feel like I got on Twitch earlier and you were streaming. Were you playing Repo? I feel like you were co-streaming Repo with somebody. Maybe a couple people. Is the guy named Cliff, or is it because we're on a cliff? It's because we're on a cliff, Proto. Great question, though. We talked about books and had a nice day at the beach. We live pretty much on opposite sides of the world, but maybe our paths will cross again. It's like we need to play a long distance dedication from Delilah for y'all. You know, I love talking about books. So I love that, Electro. I'm happy for you. Can we talk about this again? I think we should investigate those glints. If that's what you're implying, we could... Do you want to waste several hours? Yes. Can we, like, shine... Okay, what does this mushroom do again? According to Oscar, it is an Amanita involutus. It can release spores that will render a person unconscious. So should we, like, knock out... I feel like we don't want to knock out the lighthouse keeper, but maybe. Delilah takes me back. This place, sorry, but Hardy's Mushroom Swiss is amazing. I've never had it from there, but I've had I'm sure it, like, Mushroom Swiss burgers are... I don't think that they have, like, too much variation in them. Okay, so Proto loves mushrooms. Okay, Proto's on the mushroom crew with us. Me and my boyfriend had a lovely dinner last night. It was our 9-year anniversary of being together, so it was really special, and we went to a new Korean restaurant. Well, congratulations on the 9-year anniversary. I'm glad that y'all had a lovely dinner together. I was in heaven at the Toadstool Cafe at Universal, because not only was it the Toadstool Cafe, but they served toadstools. Your team mushroom too. Okay. Yay! Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's, like, anything that I'm like, I will not eat that. I feel like we've talked about this before, but there's, like, not any vegetables that I've had that I'm like, I will not eat that. And so far there haven't been any, like, fruits that I'm like, I won't eat that. Like, there's things that I'm like, I like this over that, but I'm like, I would everything. Almost every dish had mushroom, every main course anyway. Oh, okay. I mean, like, also fried mushrooms. Hello. Oh, Rose, thank you for the Angelica Margaret. Also, hi Lunch, thanks for getting your daily download. Rose, at my break, I'll grab her out of the closet. She's stored away in the closet. The fruit I won't eat is durian. Okay, I feel like I have only heard about durian, but I have never, like, been exposed to it. I just know that it smells I think it smells bad. So I'm not saying that I would love it, but I'm also like, I would try it. Like, I would try durian. Okay, but I also like the smell of gasoline. I like the smell of nail polish, gasoline, like permanent markers. Like, I love that kind of smell. If you haven't been exposed to durian, count your blessings. Honestly, say like nail polish remover. No, like I would rather try durian before I would try like crickets. Like I would like, that's me. Like in my mind, I'm like, I would rather try this fruit. Like I could hold my breath and try this. And I feel like, I don't know what the texture's like. If it's like melon, like hyphen Y, melon like. Hey Daryl, how's it going? I like the smell of markers and nail polish, but gasoline gives me... Okay, like I feel like if I smelled it consistently, it would give me a headache too. Oh, hold on, sorry, one sec. Lunch. I've never asked this, but what's the bot squad Discord? So it's a Discord. Like when I first started streaming on Twitch, I met like a few people that were like in Discords where they're like other streamers, and so they're like, it was like a networking type Discord. Like if you stream, like you can meet other streamers that way. So that's how I met like Daryl and Josh and like a few other streamers. Lunch, how are you? How was your weekend? Crickets are crunchy but don't really have a taste without... Yeah, I don't know if I could get around that like mouth feel. And And the daycare, can they watch? Yeah, yes. I will put in a request for you, lunch. Can they watch my children? You need a break, lunch. Do you need a break? A lunch break. You need a break. That's really cool. Such a good way to connect. Yeah, this was back at the beginning of when I started stream, and I was like, I don't know what anything is about anything. Like, I wasn't even really, like, I had Discord, but it was only because I backed things on Kickstarter, so I didn't really, I was never, like, into Discord. So I've, like, in the past couple of years, I've learned a lot. Smells like ass and tastes like a dirty, unwashed sock. Oh. That's what durian is like for you, Mishi. Kit Kat sounds so good right now. I remember so clearly the day I tried durian. Picture it, Sicily, 1940. It was a beautiful college day, and my friend was out in the courtyard and was like, "Hey, Electro, want to try some durian?" I happily took a bite, and I've never felt so betrayed in my life. My mouth has never experienced greater tragedy. Dang. Okay. That's real bad. That it's like burned into your memory like that. I'm sorry for you. Golden Girls reference makes my heart swell. I feel like I made that reference the other night, in regards to like something from my past. But yeah, lunch, my weekend's been good. Yesterday we went to the movies. Like, we never go to the movies, and this year we've been to the movies twice and have seen 4 movies. Yesterday we went to see I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then we saw Jurassic World. It was wild. I was like, we're going to the movies. Like, I don't usually like to go to the movies. I'd rather just watch it at home. Like, I've never been like, I need to be immersed in the experience. I'm like, I'll just watch it at home where I can wear whatever, like, minimal clothing and have my own snacks, and I can pause and take breaks, because that's like what I like to do. The fruit itself is whatever, but it's good in desserts. Okay. Okay. Billion, that sounds amazing. Yeah, it was fun. Got some popcorn. The popcorn yesterday was so salty that my lips were like tingling. I was like, does not feel like, this doesn't feel good. So salty. And they're like, "Do you want butter?" And I was like, "Well, isn't there like already butter on it?" And they're like, "No." And I was like, "Really? There's no butter?" They're like, "Well, it's like cooked in butter." And I was like, I don't want like the liquid. That kind of grosses me out. So y'all grossed out my mushrooms. I think that nasty like liquid butter stuff, I think that's gross. In my forest ecology class, the professor had brought durian to class in a cooler and said last time he got in trouble to having it inside, but he did it again anyway. Oh, because of the smell. I'm not. That's hilarious, but so is my description. Also, hi Prince, welcome. Lurk. Oh, lunch. I still need to buy lab. Thank you for the lurk. Same, I never add butter to mine. Yeah, I'm like, it's already salty and buttery enough, in my opinion. Prince, we're doing really well. We're talking about mushrooms and durian and popcorn at the movie theater. How are you? I usually wait to eat anything after I see a movie and not before or during. I don't like it unless... I usually wait to eat anything after I see a movie. So you don't like to watch... You don't like to eat, like, snacks while you're watching a movie? Yeah, I feel like, so... Because we saw, like, 2 movies, like, back to back. Like, we each had a piece of quiche, and then we saw I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then there was, like, a 20-minute break between that and Jurassic, so I got like a big popcorn and a soda for us to share. I mean, so like I feel like we finished most of it before the movie actually started because there were like a cajillion previews. I'm good. Eating some... I used to love popcorn but really don't like... Wait, you're eating Velveeta? Like, are you eating like a brick of Velveeta by itself? Is that what that means? I'm eating some Velveeta. Velveta? Or is Velveta something different? But yeah, kernels can be dangerous. You have to make sure that it's popped because those things will crack your teeth. It hasn't happened to me. It is block cheese. It comes like in a block. You know, like a brick. Too many ads before movies now, right? I was like, oh my god. It's been like 15 minutes. Shells, okay. I was imagining you just like with like a brick of Velveeta in front of you, and you just have like a fork, and you're like slowly like whittling down this brick. And I was like, okay, get it. My date and I kept finishing the popcorn during the previews. I saved my drink until after the movie ends though, because I don't want to have to pee during the movie. That's fair. Did someone say brick of... Hi, Bri. Yes, I did say brick of Velveeta. We are trying Bob Evans mac and cheese today. Well, please give me a review. I feel like I've had Bob Evans mashed potatoes, and I felt like they were serviceable for being like microwavable mashed potatoes. Earlier this year, I went to see Nosferatu with a friend, and I believe there was about 25 minutes worth of ads. Shattered. So I went to see that on my birthday, and I fell asleep. So my birthday's the day after Christmas, and we went out for lunch. And then I was like, we never go to the movies. Let's go see Nosferatu, because it's like, it's the one movie that's out that I'm like, I kind of want to see this. And I fell asleep. It is a lighthouse. It is a lighthouse. You have great vision. There is Willem. Oh, yeah. So Willem, who's also in Nosferatu, also in the lighthouse. I need to pick up some Velveeta. I've had a craving for Filipino. Wait, what is... Is Filipino spaghetti, does that have cheese? Like Velveeta? I've never heard of this, and you sparked my interest with the Velveeta and spaghetti. Okay, so am I gonna poison this person? The lookout. Hello. Keep that away from me. How dare you carry that around? I don't want to give it to the dog. Oh, maybe we can take the rope. We don't need a rope. Okay. I didn't want anything from you. Get out of Urspell. Oh, diva. Velveeta and condensed milk, but I tend to substitute the condensed milk because of the lactose. Okay. I'm gonna have to look up a recipe for that. Okay, so it wouldn't poison the dog. It would just make the dog fall asleep. It would only just make the dog fall asleep. Okay, so... do we need to talk to you again? Sorry to disturb you. What dangers? All of them. The cliffs, the wind, and those damn mushrooms. The wind. Oh, so maybe we can show the dog the mirror. And I don't think the dog will attack me. Do you want to see yourself in the mirror, doggy? What the hell is wrong with you? Do you want to come down? It's brimming with gravel. There are small... okay. Okay, now do I give him the mushroom? Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Put the mushroom on the table, you think? Have you come to Dune? Oh my god, we're gonna knock him unconscious. Okay, we should probably get away, because it's gonna... accursed mutt. Oh. What the? Are you alright? Yes. Not really. Just a bit. I think I need to sit down. Okay, he's just resting peacefully. Filipino spaghetti also has... okay. I will just skip the hot dogs part. No, thank you. I guess that's one thing. Like, I will try to avoid as much as possible is hot dogs. This must be his wife or his daughter. I recognize the coast of air smell in this old photograph. There is a diary on the table. It doesn't reveal more than we've already gleaned from the lighthouse keeper, although there are several notes regarding them. However, it doesn't specify who they are. It seems this lever controls the direction of the lighthouse's beam. A list of precautions when using the panel. It basically says that you should gently pull the lever without forcing it. Do we want it to go? I feel like it's to the north. I hope. It's fine. You already gave one man food poisoning. Yeah, it's fine. Several bottles, kitchen utensils, and a couple of maritime novels by Joseph Conrad. Empty. Let's see what's up here. Were you traumatized after learning how sausages were made? I was never a big fan of hot dogs. Anyway, there's a trapdoor with a padlock preventing access to the upper floor. And then it was just like, feel for the fire. And I was like, because I don't like, well, like, I feel like we're more flexitarian, pescatarian. Like more veggie based, like meat alternatives. Or just like more, you know, salmon, tuna. A spectacular view of the North Sea stretching to the coast of Denmark. Like when I was a kid, Proto, my mom was like not really much, she didn't like to cook and she didn't like make healthful things. Like, so we would have like ramen noodles with cheese on them and Vienna sausages. So like basically sodium bombs. Like, you know, as a kid, you're like, oh, okay, this is, you know, what I'm going to eat. Wait, that's a legit Korean meal though. Well, my mom is not, but maybe she was channeling it, or maybe she learned that from like a coworker. I do not eat fish or pork, but I do eat other meats. Yeah, I do not like pork. Yeah. Fish is like my go-to. Occasionally some chicken. Yeah, never. There was when we first moved to Seattle, there was a place that had, it was like one of the only places in Seattle that we found that did bottomless mimosas for brunch, and it like we could ride the light rail to get there. And they were like a Hawaiian fusion place, and they had like one that was freaky. I don't know why my light blinked like that. They had one, like, at least one dish that had spam. That was like, I guess the ghosts are talking to me through this light. Wait, now, what is it doing? Oh, hold on. I bet I know it's wrong. Hold on. Well, no, it's like perfectly plugged in. Because sometimes the cats will like run around and like the plug thing for this light is easy, I feel like, to jostle loose. I can see the lighthouse and it's pointing. Okay, so it should be shining into here, right? We are having our cheat day, so we're having steaks and loaded, baked potatoes, mac and cheese, and salad. Get yourself all that good stuff. I used to not like spam either, but spam musubi and Korean army stew converted me. So yeah, we had spam as like children too, like, and that's just another thing that I'm like, not for me. Oscar? Yes. Stand against that wall. Like, also a bologna sandwich as a kid. My favorite like sandwich as a child was bologna with mayo, American cheese on white bread, and barbecue chips. I see what you have in mind. Okay. So you're going to raise it slightly and aim it towards the interior of the cave. Thank you. The lookout was right. There are remnants of a fire here. What else do you see? A bag. All right, check it. It might contain his diary. That will help us track his movements. I don't know what's going on with this light. It's scary. Did you find it? There was only a telescope. Nothing else? No, just that. Can I lower the mirror? My arms are starting to get tired. Oscar, get it together. Of course, there's nothing more to see here. How strange. It's as if the earth swallowed him up. Where are you, Professor Bennett? I'm running out of ideas, Professor Moore. To do F5 to do a quick save. My mom would not buy bologna when I was little. The first time I had it was at a friend's house, and it was like a holy experience. It was weird, but it was like eating forbidden fruit. Nate didn't have fast food until he was in high school. I don't know. That just made me think of Nate's experience too. I loved bologna as a kid, hated it after like 11 until liking it again this year. I mean, like, if I was in Saw 8 and Jigsaw was like, you have 7 minutes to eat this bologna sandwich or this trap will like rip your jaw off of your head, I would eat the bologna sandwich, but like, I wouldn't like be happy about it. You know what I mean? I love German style bologna. We used to get the boar's head all the time, but they always have recalls, so we just don't buy anything from that brand. I've bought their like, I've only ever bought like cheddar, like their white cheddar that I've used for queso, and thankfully I have not been stricken ill from that. I feel like I had fast food every day as a kid. Like, I definitely like in middle school, like I would get done at school. No, it was before. Was I still in the choir? I was in like a competitive kids show choir when I was in 5th grade. And did I do it in 6th grade? Maybe 5th and 6th grade. Because I was like, and so like I'd get picked up from school and then we'd go to like McDonald's and then go to choir practice for like 3 hours. And then, yeah, I just feel like I ate a lot of McDonald's around that time. But yeah, not a ton, not a lot as a kid. It was like a treat thing. But I also had Book It, which I've talked about Book It many times. It was like if you read a book, you got like a sticker for your Book It button, and like once you filled out the button with stickers, you could take it to Pizza Hut and get your own like little personal pan pizza. And so I loved that. I thought that was the coolest because I loved to read, and I was like, and I get pizza? Even better. Okay, so we have a telescope now. Optical instrument for viewing. Okay, let's go. Okay, yeah, let's go look. Book It was... I'm still in love with Book It. I don't know if they still have Book It. You also got all the pizzas? Like, that's a really, I feel like a strong motivation if you like pizza. If you like pizza. But I was like, I guess when I was a kid, I don't know any of my fellow like children that I talked to that didn't like pizza. You know, everybody loved pizza. Okay, we're looking with the oop, who's over there? What do you see? A camp with a single tent? Could it be Professor Bennett's? Let me see. Okay. No, 'tis not his tent, though I can affirm 'tis the typical camp of an archaeologist. Shall we investigate that camp? This is not an archaeological site, at least not for conventional archaeologists. I'm intrigued by others excavating here. Do you think they're also after the Scarlet Stone? We were cautious not to reveal the specific location in our article. We were very careful about that. Let's go speak with those folks. They may have had contact with the professor recently. He might even be there with them. That would be very good news. Ready for a hike? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The quizzes to prove you read the book were super easy. So there was like It wasn't too, I didn't do too many, but I did some of the AR quizzes, the advanced reading program quizzes for money when I was in middle school. So that way I could buy snacks. I pretended to like pizza, forced myself to eat it for a long time because it was normal, but I just hate pizza. Well, not everything is for everyone, but I'm glad you don't have to pretend anymore and force yourself to eat it. Everyone liked pizza, but I felt like my pizza tastes were superior to the other kids because all they ate was cheese or pepperoni. Well, really, I hate Red's pizza sauce and crust. See, I like a nice like white pie, or like my favorite. I talk about this pizza that I had in Seattle at, not that it was like that different from like another wood-fired pizza place, but it was a quattro formaggi with like lemon zest on the cheeses and lemon zest and a little bit of olive oil, and it was so good. I still think about that pizza all the time. I was too scared. I too scared to do stuff like that because my school was very tight. Yeah, I only did it like a couple of times and then I was too scared. I also like I have always been very much a rule follower, and when I was in 5th grade, this is how wild like the late 90s were. When I was in 5th grade, there was a student in my class who lived near the school, and he had permission somehow to walk to his house from the school at our lunch break to take care of his family dog. And like he would take other people with him. And anyway, he got in big trouble for that. Like people, like it wasn't like he was kidnapping them. They're like, oh, I want to come meet your dog. And yeah, that was like a big no-no. Students leaving elementary school. White or pesto. Yeah, it is. Like I will have all of them. Also, everyone was a nerd. Everyone was a nerd anyway. Nerd. But yeah, that quattro formaggi pizza. I think that's. So I was like, I love a cheese pizza. I also like a nice veggie pizza, like a Greek veggie pizza. Delicious. With some olives and like feta, spinach, like what else? Red onion. Okay, we're gonna mosey on over here. Oh, there's another. See, it is a mirror. And there was somebody here recently. Looters. Excusez-moi? Parasites who feed off the work of others. They probably followed Professor Bennett's movements and stole the Scarlet Stone. If that's the case, where is the professor? Where are they? They might be getting rid of him right now. I beg your pardon, but aren't you being a bit paranoid? You don't know this profession. These looters are ruthless. They may simply be archaeologists. Just like you. Look at this box. It has a huge lock. What archaeologist so jealously guards a simple box? I bet the Scarlet's... Okay, is this person really the professor's assistant? Or his work tools? We must be alert. These people are dangerous. This person's like making a big deal. And I'm like, are you secretly evil? My mom randomly makes us a pizza, thin crust, no sauce, lots of cheese, spinach, onions, and salami. Tasty. I like ham and pineapple or mushroom, beef and cheese. Pineapple and olive. I never trust the assist, right? Like, he's been kind of a dick since we got here. It's still smoldering. They can't be far. This is the source of the glints I saw from afar. I only see a sleeping bag. There's just the one. If I were you, I wouldn't trust it. They usually don't work alone. Yeah, because you're evil. A thick chain and a lock prevent the box from being opened. I have a feeling about this. The Scarlet Stone is in there. I don't understand why you believe that. I recall you saying no one knows the artifact's location. You were careful not to give any clues in the article you wrote, right? Right? Indeed. I don't know how it could have happened, but these looters know. This man is no scientist if he's jumping to conclusions. There are a couple of books on Scottish sites. There's also an old lamp that would have been useful to light up the cave. Do we have anything? We don't have anything here with us. I can't open it with my bare hands. We must open it. Then you open it. The artifact is in that box. I know it. We shouldn't loot people's belongings. Do you know what irks a looter the most? Being looted themselves. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to get the bolt cutters. We're gonna have to get the freaking bolt cutters from every survival horror game ever. Every modern survival horror game ever. Okay, I guess we don't need the rope. Don't worry, I won't show you the mirror again. I don't think that there's anything in here. Do we need to, move the lighthouse to look at the mirror in the tent? Maybe? Ice Nickel Fritz, welcome in. How are you? I'm getting ready to go take a quick little breaky poo, but I promise I'll be back. Was there anything here for us to take? Just got home from Costco, eating my food and then putting everything away. Lovely, well, welcome home. Alright, I'm gonna pause it real quick, and I will see you in just a few. I even made a list and didn't deviate from it. Well, Snicklefritz, that's amazing. Yeah, I make a handwritten list with like pen and paper every week for my grocery run. I do like a little bullet and then the item, and then that way it's like easier to see the items in my brain, and then I mark stuff off as I get it into the basket. Short ads. I think I would have gone mad if I had to sit through about 8 ads. Wait, what did you get to eat from? Did you get something from Costco to eat, Snicklefritz, or did you pick up something on the way home? Also, welcome back from ads, everybody. Okay, so we have to break into this box, but I don't know how. Was there somewhere else on the map? I don't need another mushroom. Do you see? I was right, Oscar. I have no choice but to concede. That's right, bitch. Amazon's AI-generated ads are so bad. I don't know if I've seen those, to be honest. Are they, like, people doing things, or is it, like, animated, like, cute stuff? I feel like the only thing that I can manipulate right now is the lighthouse thing. I'm not very proud of what I've done, although he's just sleeping. I'll borrow... Oh! Okay, so now we have the mallet. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Eat the shrooms. We already used the shrooms. I didn't realize that we could take a mallet from him, so maybe that's what we needed to do. People doing things, but you can tell it's AI because there's no emotion in what they say, and the script is bad, and conveniently there's an ad for every little thing you might have searched. Ooh. That's... Oh. I don't think that I feel like that's something I would remember experiencing. A sturdy iron mallet. That's it, break that lock. Hey! What are you doing? What does that box contain? Excavation material? He's lying. If that's the case, why keep it under lock and key? So people like you won't steal it from me. Who are you? No. Who are you? My name is John Price. Please excuse my companion. He can be a bit impulsive. Just a bit. My name is Patrick Moore, and this gentleman is Oscar Koenig. We are looking for Professor Silas Bennett. Oscar Koenig? You are Professor Bennett's assistant. Do you know him? Do you know where he is? This smells fishy, Mr. Moore. What have you done with him, Price? Me? Nothing. We collaborated in the search for the Scarlet Stone. Collaborated? Mr. Moore, don't believe a word this man says. The professor would not collaborate with a looter. I am not a looter. Please calm down, Mr. Koenig. I met your mentor here in Ariswell. His search for the artifact was fruitless. He wasn't digging in the right place. I have precise data on where the Scarlet Stone might be, and he agreed to share the discovery with me. That's all. How do you know where the Scarlet Stone is in Ariswell? Well, no matter how hard you tried to conceal it in the article, the references were very obvious. The professor admitted that an expert reading that article could have located the place with no problem, as it was in my case. Where is the professor? Your friend believed the artifact was buried in the cromlech on the coast. That's because he hadn't read Marlies and her articles, and her chronicles. The text does not mention Ariswell, but rather the hidden cromlech of the Black Forest. When I finally read your article, I could pinpoint the exact location. That's why I'm here. Is the professor in that cromlech? He set off yesterday to locate it. I told him to wait, but he wouldn't listen. Come with me. Okay. You look hot. Let's go. See that mountain? On its slope lies what Marlies called the Black Forest. When the Order of the Eternal Wind was persecuted by the Presbyterian Church, they decided to hide in that place. They erased all traces of themselves, hence the coastal cromlech doesn't show their characteristic runes. According to the chronicles, they erected a new cromlech to hide the artifact and dedicate their lives to its protection. The professor and I decided to locate that cromlech, but the Black Forest is a labyrinthine place, and these days there's a lot of fog there. I told him to wait a few days until it cleared, but he ignored me. Did he go there alone? Yes, yesterday. He hasn't returned since. I fear something may have happened to him. And you haven't gone to look for him? That's my intention, but as I mentioned, the fog condensation in that place is hot. It's Silent Hill. I'd practically be going blind just like Professor Bennett is. I think we should go look for him. What do you think, Oscar? We should take the rope so we have like a trail back. Haven't you been listening? Unless the fog clears, your search will be in vain. The fog is slowly dissipating. Perhaps after tonight the weather will be more suitable. We cannot wait that long. He's been lost there for a day, probably disoriented and showing signs of hypothermia. I don't know what else to say to dissuade you from venturing into the forest. Do as you wish. I'll stay here. I may have to rescue you tomorrow as well. And be very careful. Yesterday afternoon I heard... I don't know how to explain this. You'll think I'm crazy. What did you hear? It happened a few hours after the professor ventured into the forest. I could say it was a sound produced by the elements, you know, the wind. But no, my workplace is nature. There is no sound in it that resembles what I heard. And until you appeared, there was no human in Airspell apart from that grumpy lookout. Forget it. Maybe my concern for Professor Bennett played tricks on my mind. I don't think this man is in his right mind. Or maybe it's difficult for him to describe what he heard without us thinking he's crazy, as you're doing. Do you trust this man? He hasn't given us any reason not to. He has been cooperative, his account is solid, and he seems concerned about our friend the professor. Don't be so naive, Mr. Moore. Are you sure you don't want to come with us to the Black Forest? It would be reckless of me, and of you. Take care, will you? We will do so. Now, Kith. Hi, Steffi. How are you? You look hot. Right, you look hot. Let's go. Let's go to the forest together. You have to read an English accent. I would say that my English accent is very hit or miss. Mostly miss. I feel like we should take the rope to have like a thread back. You know what I mean? So we're going to Silent Hill. Okay, I feel like the rope is a really good idea. Personally, like if you were going into a new place and it was foggy and you could get lost easily, why wouldn't you like tie something or like have a chain, maybe something that wasn't easily cut? The hills are not so silent. They are not. I was actually, Steffi, I was listening last night to part 1 of a podcast about the Silent Hill 2 remake, and it made me smile because they were talking about the annoyance with the mannequin legs in that game, and I was like, yes, fuck those mannequin legs. Yeah, there's a woman, she streams on Twitch. Her Twitch username is Kimmy Rowe, and she has a podcast. It hasn't been on for a while because there hasn't been any new Silent Hill stuff, called, is it Voices in the Static? It's Voices in the Static. Anyway, there's like 3 episodes about the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I was listening to the first part last night. I had my face mask on, and I was listening to the Silent Hill podcast, and then I would take a break and I read my book. I didn't know that she had a book. Honestly, I didn't know she had a book. Steffi, she also loves Deadly Premonition. I'm sure I've talked about that game. I used her guide. The 2 times that I've played all the way through Deadly Premonition, I've used her guide because it's like so good. And helps you get to like 100% completion. And she has emotes, as Brian knows. Emily, Deadly Premonition. It's basically like Twin Peaks, but as a video game. So you play as a police officer who goes to this specific northwest town where a young woman has been murdered and like displayed in a forest, and you are, it's like an open world murder investigation with supernatural stuff. And that all the residents are pretty quirky, like they have their own schedules. So there's like a day-night cycle, there's weather. It's very janky, but it's a very, I would say, very memorable game. Okay, should we go down? I'm going down. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. We've lost our way, haven't we? So it seems, and the fog is getting thicker. I recommend it, but I also definitely recommend using a guide. You have to like drive around the town, and the mini map like rotates, and so it's very difficult to like the furthest you can zoom out, like when you pull up the map, is not very much, so it's very difficult, I think, to navigate. Also, like there's side quests that only like happen at certain points with certain characters, and to like try to figure out when those side quests is, like, it's just kind of, it's very oblique and not very clear. So that's why I'm like, if you want to play this game, for my enjoyment, I highly recommend using a guide. I feel like people will be less frustrated. Or maybe not, I don't know. I think Oscar? Oscar? Damn it. A spiral. Oscar mentioned that the Order of the Eternal Wind used this symbol. I suppose the cromlech we are looking for is not far off. We've lost our way, haven't we? Yes, because you, sir, are a twat. The book is called Our Special Place Conversations. Oh, okay, no, I will have to look into that. I'm very interested. Let me just actually do a little... Thank you. Thank you. More rocks with spirals. I think I'm getting closer to the cromlech. Do I want to go to the cromlech? Oh, I can't go back. I can only go forward. That's a foghorn. Maybe it's the beast from the ritual. What was that? Oh my god. Professor Bennett. What happened? Run. Run away from here. I've come to rescue you. And that's what I'm going to do. I am already dead. Price. John. Price, yes. He betrayed me. He left me at the mercy of them. Don't let... Oh shit. Oh no. Someone is coming. Hi, Diva. Mama, hide. Oh fudge. They have big knives. Those are like machetes. Oh my god, it's Resident Evil 4. He's dead, my lord. It doesn't matter. We know he couldn't have stolen Decay of the Stars. We must find his accomplices. The old man from the lighthouse might know something. Make him talk, brother. Aye, my lord. Brothers. We have been over-trusted in the task entrusted to us centuries ago. We underestimated the pagans, but didn't worry. The key of the stars will return to our hounds, and those who have stolen it will pay with the most painful of deaths. Search every corner of this forest, scour the coast. Find what belongs to us and shed the blood of the looters. Go, brothers. Show no mercy. Well? He might not be a looter, but he's a cultist? Why is it always a cult? That's a great question. Why is it always a cult? We were just like investigating ghosts and now we have to deal with a cult. Like, I didn't sign up for this. Did not sign up for this. I'm scared. I understand. I understand. Silas, do you have anything in your pockets? I must find Oscar and get out of this place. None of this is worth finding that cursed artifact. Do we think... So Price is evil? Like, what is the safest way? There isn't a safe way, is there? Oh, we're getting followed. We're being followed. Run, Mama. The fog here is less dense. I must be near the forest's exit. Oh no, is Oscar... He's been stabbed? Oscar! Oh my god. Mama, run. Diva down. Okay, I like this run animation is just speed walking. Yes, I recognize this path. It's the way out of the forest. Oh no! Where are we gonna go to hide? The lighthouse? Hey, did you think that... Oh my god, did he kill the lighthouse keeper and the dog? Oops. Just walked in and turned around. Bye. Bye-bye. Do you think they know the cave? Oh shit, the leader is here. You deceitful scoundrel. The Scarlet Stone has been here all this time. I have to get out of this cursed place. Well, it's not so fast, Mr. Moore. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna push you down. Please leave it where you found it. No. I think you owe me more than an explanation, Mr. Price. What do you expect me to say? That I'm surprised to see you alive? You sent us to the Black Forest knowing that the Order of the Eternal Wind was there. You wanted to get rid of us. I was about to leave this place when you showed up. This is a competitive business, Mr. Moore. I didn't want to leave any loose ends. Oscar was right, you're nothing but a looter. Oh yes, your partner. He's dead. Well, that was the idea. You're insane. I'm just a businessman. What did you do to Professor Bennett? His last words were an accusation against you. He said you betrayed him. We unearthed the Scarlet Stone from the cromlech in the forest. At that moment, the Order of the Eternal Wind appeared to hunt us down. I wanted to buy some time, so I snatched the artifact and smashed the old man's legs to delay our pursuers. That way, I managed to escape unscathed from that hellish place. I know what you're thinking, Mr. Moore. And let me tell you that no, I feel no remorse. There is an esoteric order that will pay me enough for the artifact to clear my conscience. Excuse me for not telling you their name. You have been so lucky in escaping those descendants of the Druids that perhaps fortune will continue to smile on you and allow you to escape from me as well. Although I very much doubt that will happen. Do you have like a gun or something? Like, I'm gonna smash your legs with this hammer that I have. The artifact doesn't belong to you. You obtained it by getting blood on your hands. You're right, but the end justifies the means. Give it to me. I am going to meet the same fate as the professor, aren't I? I have no choice, Mr. Moore. You know too much, and I cannot risk you compromising me. I won't make it easy for you, you know? Oh, come on. Don't take this the wrong way, but you are nothing but a flimsy bookworm. The fencing and boxing you practiced as a student won't save you from me. I've been in a few wars and was a mercenary before getting into this lucrative business. Do me a favor and hand over the artifact. It will be a dignified death, not the humiliating one you seem determined to have. Let's end this once and for all. Give me the damned artifact. You'll have to pry it from my... Oh! Do not resist, Mr. Moore. If you resist, it will be more painful. Do you want the artifact? Yes, damn it. I have something else for you, you damned maniac. Ah, McQuarrie, back already, are ye? And then? Nothing, sir. We've scoured the entire coast in the places pointed out by Mr. Moore. There's nae a trace o' a camp, nor did we find a thing in that cave. But, let's recap, Mr. Moore. According to your story, you've killed a man named Price, eh? In self-defense, yes. All that after escaping from a druid cult, thought to be extinct. This cult allegedly murdered an archaeologist and his assistant. I know how it sounds, but... And the leader of this cult wore a deer skull upon his shoulders. You don't believe me, do you? Would I incriminate myself in a crime for sheer pleasure? I'm telling you the truth. You can ask the lighthouse keeper. We talked to him. He is aware of that cult. Them, that's what he called them. The old Brody? He nae a very reliable witness if you ask me. He once called us because he found a mermaid on the coast. When we got to the lighthouse, there was nae sign of it. He said he returned it to the sea. The loneliness and lack of contact with civilization makes him seek attention that way. And any other witness to your story besides a solitary old madman, Mr. Moore? What about the cromlech in the forest? Have you been there? Listen carefully, Mr. Moore. As far as I'm concerned, you have two options. The first benefits us both. If he indeed killed this Price, well done. McQuarrie and the lads found nae evidence. So there's nae case. Just go back to London and enjoy your perfect crime. The second option. But the second option is not in your favor. Because I think you're not but a fanciful tourist wasting our time. I've just mobilized all my forces for naught. I believe you're mocking the Scottish police. And that, my friend, could land you a nice stint behind bars. So, I'll be kind and give you the choice to take a train and head back to England. If I see you here again, I'll lock you up until you rot. How does that sound? Listen, sir. I didn't want to hear another word from ye. McQuarrie, accompany Mr. Moore to the exit. It won't be necessary. It won't be necessary. I'm leaving. Know that you are making a mistake. Oh, just get out of here already, damn it. Are they the cult? Bloody English. A murdering cult in Airspell, and he said it with full conviction. Forget it, Sergeant. That fella likely also believes in ghosts. Well, yes. The bookworm and the looter, AMM enemies to lovers romance. Hello? No one seems to be here. And it's quite dark. Well, it was hammer time. Bonk. Did we just, yeah, we killed him, but apparently there's no evidence. Oh yes, because cults aren't a known thing around it, right? Cults? Are you kidding? A cult here? So, interesting. So we're back in London. I think we have everything. The box of revelations is nearly complete. I should assemble. It has been a delightful evening. Your success is to be celebrated, Sir Arthur. How did you find Bertolini's specialty? Excellent. Although I believe he may have been a bit heavy-handed with the pepper. Yes? I shall convey your feedback to Bertolini. I am full. Where I've been, they served only soup, and I suspect it was made with mop water. Professor? Patrick, you've returned. Oh, Patrick! It's a pleasure to see you. Did you find the artifact? What? You've returned, found the artifact? Is that the extent of your greeting? Damn it. I was worried about you. Where on earth have you been? Yes, that. It is a long story. For God's sake, are you going to share it? If you insist. However, I believe Mr. Conan Doyle might do a better job at storytelling than I. He has a knack for it. Excuse me. Did you know he writes stories? Excuse me. He's the author of Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock who? OMG. If I may, Professor, I knew it as soon as I heard Sir Arthur. I believe Mr. Moore deserves to know your whereabouts during this time. Ah, yes. He's quite an inquisitive young man. Also, Brandy, thank you for the lurk. As you may recall, I took it upon myself to investigate the professor's whereabouts while you were off in Scotland. Allow me to recount the events. Okay, we're going back in time with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It seemed like the earth had swallowed up our friend. All I knew for certain was that his disappearance was connected to the money my order provided for the machine's construction. So the logical thing to do was to get to the root of the problem by starting from the beginning. How are you? Happy Sunday. I knew who to talk to and where to go. I couldn't get lost. I think I'm lost. Okay, I'm gonna pause it real quick because I need to blow my nose. So sorry. So sorry. I feel like this happens every once in a while. Like, I'm just streaming along and then all of a sudden I sneeze and then my nose is like, guess what, bitch? You need to blow me. Good, happy Sunday, spooky soothies. Yes, we got the spooky soothies going on. Okay, I am gonna be BRB. Okay, I'm back. So sorry. I need to create a little camera off button on my stream deck. Hey Chris, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, sweetheart? Okay, so biology. Is this where we needed to go? Drinking fountain. I'm not thirsty. Pharmacology. Want to go into this place? Locked. It's too late for classes to be open. Excuse me, lad. Can you tell me where I can find the dean? I don't know, sir. I need to talk to him, but he's not in his office. Thank you very much. Can you tell me where I can find the dean? Do you think I'm his secretary? What a temper. What a biatch. It's good, just playing my friendly neighborhood on my PC and fix my issues so I can chat with you. Well, I didn't know you had an issue, but I'm glad that you got it fixed. I'm glad you got it fixed. I need to find the dean first and talk about the money Professor Ward misappropriated. I sense that is the key to this whole affair. Wait, is that the dean? Is the dean this way? You again? I already told you I'm not. Okay. Everybody here is very rude. I think I saw a person like walking with a red portfolio. Maybe that's the dean. Yeah, you will love this game, by the way. It's like Resident Evil meets Muppets. I've heard about it. I think I've seen some gameplay of it. I'm looking for him because I have to argue. One moment. Why am I telling you this? Oh my god, which one? You. Can you tell me where I can find... I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not going to give that information to a stranger. Well, I'm not exactly a stranger. I'm Arthur Conan Doyle, the author. Pleasure to meet you, sir. What's your name? Well, I don't know, but I guess if you're Arthur Conan Doyle, I must be Oscar Wilde. Pleasure, Mr. Wilde. Oh dear. Okay, so no one's helping me. Is this the one that's gonna yell at me? You again? Not your secretary. He should be in the common room right now. Go to the end of this hallway and... Oh, look. Okay. Here's the dean. Good evening, sir. Dean Henry Carter. A pleasure. Delighted. My name is... Sir Arthur... Yes, I know. I attended one of your lectures last September. Mediums. Contact with Beyond. It was a very interesting evening. Ah, you're a believer. Of course. I've even written some books on the subject. Fascinating. What brings you to this university, Mr. Conan Doyle? Well, I'm trying to solve a mystery. It's about our mutual friend, Nelson Ward. I know it is common knowledge what the professor has done, but I'm afraid I must keep that information to myself at the express wish of the rector. And I'm afraid you should share that information since I'm part of this whole affair. What do you mean? That money that Professor Ward supposedly misappropriated belongs to me. Well, more precisely, it belongs to my order, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. But it was an anonymous donation. Exactly. My order is characterized, among other things, by discretion. And I would go even further. That money was intended solely and exclusively for Professor Ward's personal use. However, he insisted that the amount be deposited into the university's account. He only wanted a portion of it to be allocated to his metapsychical research department. And as far as I'm concerned, I have every right to know all the details of this matter. As for the professor, it was his money. No one can accuse him of stealing anything. If that's the case, I suppose you're right. Well then, may I ask you a few questions? Yes, of course. I'm going to do a huge deep clean of my room tomorrow when I get back from work. I love that. I love a nice reset, a nice deep clean. Are you going to like move stuff around? I don't know if that's part of your deep cleaning, if you like rearrange stuff. I feel like I don't usually rearrange things. Like I'll pull stuff out from the walls and like clean behind it. Need to get deli meat tomorrow as well. Well, it sounds like you have a busy day planned for tomorrow. Did Professor Ward have any enemies? I am not aware of any. He may have had some disagreements with other members of the university staff, like the rector, but that does not make them his enemies. Shall we rule out the rector then? Yes, please. I shouldn't have mentioned him at all. The rector is no adversary in this sorry game. What's that drink? It is strawberry sparkling water. Hey Kat, good to see you. I hope that you're doing well this weekend. I'm also working on my book as well tomorrow. Nice. Do you like set a certain amount of time aside to like work on your book? Like I'm going to work for like 2 hours and knock this out. Or do you have like, I don't know. I don't know if you have like a plan for like your work sessions. I'm going to bed in a bit and going to do more reading of One Love. Okay, well thank you Chris for stopping by and saying hello. I hope you sleep well and enjoy reading. Yeah, I'm just add-ons and fixes. Has the alleged theft been reported to the authorities? No. What's the reason for that? We don't want a scandal over this issue. Unfortunately, word has already spread. But if we had filed a report, I'd bet anything the newspapers would have picked it up. And that would be a disgrace for this university. A professor stealing money from donations. As I said, it would be a scandal. Did the professor have any debts? Debts? Like what debts? I'm thinking that money would have been used to pay off a debt. His disappearance could be linked to this fact. Suppose he made deals he shouldn't have. Maybe his creditor collected more than just the money owed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ah, yes. Nelson was a very austere person. He made a good living as a professor at this university. If he had any debt, he could pay it off with his own money. So the professor was a very austere person. So it surprises me greatly that he committed this crime. I remind you that the money belonged to the professor. Yes, you already mentioned that. In any case, I was telling you how little importance he gave to money. For example, he could live in any neighborhood in the city. His financial situation allowed it. But he chose to rent a humble room at number 14 Dorset Street in the West End. He's a person who has never needed luxuries. Interesting. Do you have any idea where the professor might be? I wish I did. Nelson is my friend, Sir Arthur. What I want most in the world right now is for him to reappear and clarify this whole matter. Especially as rumors are really already beginning to spread that are not to my liking. What kinds of rumors? It's said that he used the money to run away with the medium Beatrice Shaw and start a new life together. Beatrice Shaw is his childhood friend, and she's also looking for him, by the way. If you say so. But Miss Shaw doesn't have a good reputation. She's a fake medium. She deceives people with her supposed contact with the dead. Believe me when I tell you that Miss Shaw has nothing to do with Professor Ward's disappearance. I would stake my life on it. I don't know. She may have an ace up her sleeve. I believe that's all the questions I have for you, Dean Carter. It's been a pleasure conversing with you, even if it's about such an unpleasant matter. The pleasure is mine, sir. Good night. Au revoir. Oh, look at Sir Arthur's nails. The conversation with Dean Henry Carter was quite fruitful. Among other things, it reminded me of a logical place to continue investigating, his residence on Dorset Street. I knew, Mr. Moore, that you had already searched your mentor's room, but as the saying goes, 4 eyes see more than 2. I also found it striking that Professor Ward's alleged theft of the money had not been reported to avoid a scandal. But what caught my attention the most is that you, his closest associates, had not reported his disappearance to the police. Take no offense, but there is a better chance of success relying on them than only a university professor, a medium, and a writer. I had a good relationship with Scotland Yard, so it seemed like a good place to continue my investigation. I guess we'll start at the top. A shilling for this portrait. Sorry, I don't have any loose change, only bills. Well, ain't that much better. It's an old mustard Coleman. Isn't this this looks like the bar that we went to. One Round Jack. I know his legend. He's an unbeatable champion. Who the hell's calling at this ungodly hour? People live here, damn it, and I'm paid to keep things quiet. Sorry to disturb you at these hours, ma'am. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, sir. Ain't that fancy. You want a room, Sir Arthur? This ain't no Savoy, but it'll keep you from freezing your arse off on this lousy night. I appreciate it, but I'm not looking for accommodation. I just want to ask you a few questions. Questions. Can you spare a couple of minutes? Would have preferred you took a damn room, but fine. Shoot. I'm trying to locate one of your tenants, Professor Nelson Ward. Still ain't turned up? I'm afraid so. Can I search his room? Been done already, this morning, by some fancy lad. Mr. Patrick Moore, I work with him. Really? Then tell him he owes me for a lamp. Yes, I will. As for my question, what question? Can I search Professor Ward's room? Perhaps I can find something my colleague overlooked. Now? Impossible. All the tenants are asleep. If they ain't already been woken up by your damn knocking. I will not disturb them. I'll be as quiet as if I were in the London Library. No, come back tomorrow. It is a matter of great importance, ma'am. Important as my tenants sleep. I've told you as much. Come back tomorrow. Did Professor Ward receive any visitors? None in all his years here. Did you see him interact with anyone lately? In what way? With a woman? Or with a man? With a man? Ain't that indecent? What? No, don't misunderstand me. I meant if you saw him with suspicious company. Until this morning when his pal came, figured he was a loner. How long since you last saw him? Last night, heard him go downstairs. I was in bed, but his footsteps are unmistakable. Went out to the street and ain't seen him since. So you were the last person to see him. Ain't seen him, heard him. But if anyone saw him that night, it was Rupert. Who? The beggar to your left, always there, day and night. I know he does it to put pressure on me. Pressures me to let him sleep here, you know. But this is a business. Heard me, Rupert? A business. I hear voices. So Rupert might be the last person to see Professor Ward. Exactly. Unless he was passed out or drunk that night. Or both. Listening, you old hag. Any more questions, Sir Arthur? No, I think that is all. Thank you very much for answering my questions. Your responses have been very helpful. Pleasure. Sure you ain't got more questions? Not at the moment. Good. Save me from more damn knocking. Good night. Good night, ma'am. What an angel. Let's talk to Rupert. Good night, sir. Coming to give me that shilling? Like I said, I'm unfortunately only carrying bills. Oh, I see. Tossing a coin to a beggar eases the conscience. Tossing a bill, not so much. I did not mean to offend you. Forget it. What do you want? It's about a tenant in this building, Professor Nelson Ward. Ah, yeah. The ghost guy. A good man. Always gives me a shilling whenever he walks out that door. Not like you. The landlady mentioned you were the last person to see Professor Ward. Is that right? Saw him leave through that door last night and ain't seen him back all day. Did you talk to him? Did he say where he was headed? Didn't exchange no words with him. Was half asleep in that alley when I saw him leave. Some bloke was waiting for him. Interesting. Can you describe this bloke for me? Didn't get a good look at his face. It was dark and I was more asleep than awake. But I noticed he was missing an arm. That much I'm sure of. Left or right arm? Let me think. Saw him from the front, so it must have been the left one, yeah. The left arm. You sure about that? Most certainly, sir. Oh, also remember he came up to me and said something like, what was it? Ah, yes. You ain't seen nothing, understood? So he threatened you? Not exactly. What do you mean? His tone wasn't aggressive at all. So he suggested that you don't say anything about what you saw that night. Yeah, could be. Not all threats are overtly hostile. As far as I'm concerned, that sounds like a threat through and through. You reckon? I am a writer. If a villain threatened my protagonist, they'd likely use those words. Let's continue. Did he seem uneasy or scared? Who? The professor. Ah, no. Seemed pleased as punch that the bloke was with him. Actually, I'd say he was expecting him. Do you think they knew each other? No, sir. Right. Do you remember anything else from last night? No, nothing else. Just what I told you. A one-armed man was waiting for the professor, and he advised you not to talk about what you saw, correct? Okay. You've been a great help. Happy to help. Do we not have any money to give him? Let's give him some money. Alright, we're going to Scotland Yard. Well. If it isn't Sir Arthur Conan Doyle himself. Sergeant Collins? What do you want, Wilkins? Sir Arthur? The creator of Sherlock Holmes? The same, officer. Want to see something, Wilkins? What? You'll be surprised. Oi, Mallory! Come over here. Yes, Sergeant? Judging by Mallory's appearance, can you tell me where he's from, Sir Arthur? Oh dear. Let's see. With those typical features, I swear he's from the Sheffield area. However, the prominent forehead places him further south. A place where the Sheffield accent differs because of those pronounced S's. Eckington, right? Good heavens! It's truly Sherlock Holmes. How did you know? Easy. We usually bump into each other at the barber's. How's the family, Mallory? They're all doing well. Sam's got a job as a porter at King's Cross, and little Ralph refuses to continue studying. Thanks for asking, Sir Arthur. I don't know why I partake in this joke every time they have a new officer. It's still just as funny as the first time, don't you think? You can go, Wilkins. By the way, you're lucky the chief is in his office. He wouldn't be too pleased to see you here. Anyway, what brings you here on this miserable night? I hope you're doing amazing. I hope that you're doing amazing. I'm looking for a missing person. Who are we talking about? Professor Nelson Ward, in his 60s, gray-haired with a height of... Nelson... Ward. Mallory. Yes? Help jog my memory. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Remember the former chief forensic officer? His name was Ward, right? Ward. Nelson Ward. You are correct. He left the force to go into teaching. A good man. A bit eccentric, but very professional. Thanks, Mallory. So, our former chief forensic officer has disappeared. We were not aware of that. No one has reported his disappearance. It hasn't been reported, no. But his closest associates claim there's something strange about this whole affair. Professor Ward wouldn't vanish without a trace if there wasn't a compelling reason. Don't you worry. Nelson Ward was one of ours, and as far as I'm concerned, he still is. Mallory. Yes? Issue a search warrant for Professor Nelson Ward, and mobilize a few officers to take care of it. Now? Now. High priority. All our units are busy at the moment. Jones is with Horton, Meads, and Soulsby at the docks. Reed and Runkle are on the trail of Lewis Adams. Curses. You may be dismissed. I'm very sorry, Sir Arthur, but the search for the professor will have to wait until tomorrow. No problem, Sergeant. Although I must inform you that I am conducting my own investigation into the matter. I won't be the one to stand in your way. We could use a mind like yours. But be careful, I don't want the chief finding out, okay? Gonna run downstairs and get something else to eat. Sounds good. Why is the chief angry? Because of your Sherlock Holmes stories. He thinks Lestrade is becoming increasingly useless, and that reflects poorly on Scotland Yard. You shouldn't be upset about that. It's pure fiction. Lestrade is not incompetent. He's just a device I used to make Holmes appear more brilliant. That's not how he sees it. He thinks you do it on purpose and doesn't want you consulting the police archives again for your stories. I'm fed up with Sherlock Holmes. He brings me nothing but trouble. Regarding Professor Nelson Ward's disappearance, do you have any leads? I believe I've stumbled upon an important clue. Would you mind sharing it with me? Apparently, Professor Ward left his home last night accompanied by someone. A beggar, a certain Rupert, witnessed the event. Was this Rupert the last person who saw Professor Ward? Indeed. And could he recognize that person? He couldn't see his face, but he's certain he was missing an arm. Right or left arm? Left. And he also heard his voice. Let's say he threatened him, or rather, he threatened him indirectly. Not many details, but enough for me to organize the lineup tonight. We have several registered disabled individuals of that sort. I suppose the guy who's been threatening beggars at night would be among them. Could you bring that beggar here so he can identify the guy? Indeed. Right. In the meantime, I'll have Mallory gather a few suspects who fit the description you provided. Thank you for your assistance, Sergeant. I'll do everything I can to clear this up. As I said, Nelson Ward is still one of ours. It's the wanted poster for someone named William Lancaster. He's accused of seducing and poisoning a wealthy spinster with strychnine to get her inheritance. The top posters of Mary Ann Dyer, a nanny accused of murdering the babies in her care. Her whereabouts are unknown. The poster below shows a photograph of Gordon Adams, nicknamed the Angel of Death. I remember reading about him recently. He's a doctor who poisoned several patients with morphine. We have a reliable lead that will help us locate him. It's just a matter of time. Mallory seems to be looking for something in that drawer. I better let him work. Newspaper clippings highlighting various successes of Scotland Yard. The chief put them up himself. According to him, it boosts the morale of the officers. The top one is a reminder of the officer's code of conduct. The bottom one is a wanted poster for Foley the Catholic. You'll have to wait if you want to talk to the chief. He's busy having Hornsby go in and out of the office to see if he comes across that damn report. Leave our officers alone, Sir Arthur. We've misplaced a very important report and we need to find it before dawn. Oh, the distinctive custodian helmets. It's been more than 40 years since they replaced those horrors better suited to the army than a modern metropolitan police force. You have anything else to say to Sergeant Collins? Sir Arthur? I'll notify Rupert. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go. Hopefully Rupert's not gone. Rupee? Rupert, sir? Would you be so kind as to accompany me to the police station? Me? Why me? I ain't done nothing. I know, and you need not worry. You just have to come with me and pick out the one-armed man from a lineup. That's simple. Pick him out. I don't want trouble, sir. You can rest assured he will not be able to see you. You sure about that? I give you my word. Lineups protect the witness. I don't know. Never been in one. I, however, have attended a few. So trust me when I say your anonymity will be preserved. You seem like someone who knows what he's talking about. Or hell, at least acts like he knows what he's talking about. What do you say? It will only take a few minutes of your time. If not for me, then do it for the professor. Well, what the heck? I'll do it for the professor. Shall we go? Like, maybe if you buy me a meal. Buy him a meal. I am fascinated by this room. It's nothing like the last one I was in for a lineup. Do you like it? The glass separating us from the suspects is special. As you can observe, both you and I can see clearly what's on the other side. They'll only see their own reflection. And I suppose those vents up there allow communication with the room on the other side so they can hear you. Exactly. If I raise my voice, I can give orders to the suspects. Fascinating. It costs a pretty penny to install these spaces in all police stations. But with this method, witness safety doubles. That's what matters. Did you hear that, Mr. Rupert? You have nothing to fear. You can come here without any problem. Are we got all dressed up? Yeah, seems safe. Mallory, line them up. You heard the sergeant, gentlemen. Form a line and stop in the center of the room. Halt. Excellent. Stand proud, not even the Royal Guard marches as well as you do. Look straight ahead and await the sergeant's instructions, please. What kind of shit is this? What's the matter? You're asking me what's the matter? There's a Paddy man there. The first one, the bald one. Why isn't he behind bars? We have no evidence that this gentleman has committed a crime. He's a Paddy man. He belongs to a gang of extortionists and murderers. Isn't that crime enough? Sir, we're here so you can identify the person you saw last night. Peacock. So the rumors are true. The police turn a blind eye to these Irish pigs. This institution stinks. You are a corrupt lot. Rupert, I don't think this is the time. Sir, watch your mouth when speaking of this immaculate institution. Do you want to be detained for contempt? Is that what you want? Bah! Let's get this over with. Very well, gentlemen. You've been given a note with a phrase written on it. I'll call you by the number you've been assigned. When you hear it, read the note out loud. Do not attempt to fake your voice. Don't try to deceive us. We'll know. Got it? Let's begin. Number 1. You haven't seen... No, you're number 5. Number 1 is the person at the other end. I've been assigned to number 4, sir. Mallory, what the hell have you done? It doesn't matter. You'll be number 1 from now on. The one to your left will be number 2, and so on. Is that clear? Let's start again. Number 1. Say your line. You haven't seen anything, understood? Right. Number 2. You haven't seen anything. Number 3. Number 3. Are you deaf? Sorry, Sergeant, but I can't read. Did you hear the phrase your colleague said? Yes. Just repeat it. Ah, okay. You haven't seen anything, understood? Very well, thank you. Number 4. Oi, you scumbag. Not a word about what happened here, understood? What? You can't read either and you're making up what's on the note? I just wanted to add more drama. I'm going to head out, runner. Bye, everyone. Bye, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. Get some good sleep. Enjoy your evening. We have an aspiring writer among us. Be careful, he might give you a run for your money. Can you just read what the note says? By all that's holy, Mallory. Where did you find this guy? From the theater, Sergeant. He's an actor. We're in a lineup, not an audition. Please, just read the line as written. The drama. You haven't seen anything, understood? Is this okay? That's fine, thank you very much. Number 5. You haven't seen anything, understood? Mr. Rupert? Which of these people spoke to you last night? Number 2. Number 2? Are you sure? Absolutely. That voice is unmistakable. Clive, really? I thought you were going to turn over a new leaf. I don't know what this is all about, Sergeant. But I promise you, I haven't done anything wrong. I'm an honest person now. I even have a decent job. I'm a coachman. A coachman, huh? And how do you drive with only one hand? Very carefully, Sergeant. Are you sure it's Clive? I give you my word, sir. All right, gentlemen, the show's over. Please exit on the left. Thank you very much for your cooperation. We'll see if this is okay. The ad's about to start. I'll see if I can pause. I would like to speak to the suspect, Sergeant. Sure, go ahead. We're done here, Mr. Rupert. You can go. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Do you pay anything? What? For doing this? No, of course not. Is it not enough for you to contribute to justice? No. Good night. He needs to eat. Yeah, I guess maybe he doesn't have bills to pay, but he has to eat. Clive, isn't it? Have I gotten into trouble, sir? I don't know. You should know. Can I ask if you were on Dorset Street last night? Indeed, I was there last night. I picked up a gentleman at number 14. A certain Ward. He said he was a professor. You didn't know him previously? No, sir. It was the first time I saw him. And where did you take him? To the Blackstone Asylum, sir. Half an hour earlier, a gentleman gave me a note with Mr. Ward's address and the destination he be taken to. Would you recognize that person? No, sir. It was very dark and he hardly spoke to me. He just gave me the note with the exact fare. Did you speak with Professor Ward or just drive him? Oh yes, on the way to the carriage, we had a very strange conversation. According to him, he received a letter detailing certain supernatural events that had occurred in his cell at the asylum. Apparently, he was a ghost hunter and his services were required. He was as excited as a child on Christmas Eve. Why did you tell the beggar not to speak about anything he saw? Oh, the note I was given indicated that under no circumstance could anyone know that the professor was heading to Blackstone. I see. Continue. A terrible thing happened at the asylum. As soon as we got off the carriage, 2 orderlies were waiting for him, along with someone who seemed to be the director of the facility. The orderlies grabbed him by the arms and dragged him away screaming. He was insane. I should have suspected it from all those ghost stories he told me. Good heavens! Professor Ward is not insane. He is the foremost authority on metapsychics in all of London. I don't know what that is. Apparently neither do the people in charge of the center. They dragged him away. Have you heard the account of events, Sergeant? My God, yes. We must do something about this misunderstanding. I'll wait for the boys to come and I'll accompany them to Blackstone myself. Wait. This can't be delayed. I told you before, all my officers are busy. I'd go myself, but the chief has just left and I can't leave the station in Mallory's hands. Let's wait a couple of hours. May I go on ahead? I'll be waiting for you. Okay. Just wait until we arrive at the time. Leave this. Okay. Completely agree. We're leaving it to the professionals. Okay, we're at the... This reminds me of the ending of... I had heard chilling tales of the inhumane treatment of patients, trepanine, electroshock therapy, and cold water baths to alleviate their illnesses. Entering Blackstone was like stepping back a century, a place that should no longer exist in this modern world. Okay, please, can I just take a quick little pause from this dialogue? Locked. Okay, who goes there? Who are you? What do you want? I've come to visit a patient. This institution doesn't allow visitors, sir. And even if it did, this wouldn't be the time for it. There seems to be a misunderstanding with one of the patients. The asylum is closed, sir. If you have an issue, contact the administration. But you see, I'd advise you to leave. The storm is getting worse, and you wouldn't want to be in such a remote place. Good night. Rallis Bowser, thank you for lowering the VIP cost. Curse it. Okay, I'm pausing it here. Heavens to Betsy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick little break. I know that the ad's going right now. I'll be RB. Okay, I'm back. I was like, this dialogue just is not ending. Okay. No unannounced visits allowed. I suppose management wants to control knowledge of the atrocities that occur behind these walls. Thank you so much for the welcome back, Neen. I always try to like time my breaks so no one misses any of the gameplay, but you can't pause the dialogue, unfortunately. I could try to climb the wall, but I don't think this vine would hold my weight. Also, I think the guardhouse is right behind it. You're right. So leave if you don't want trouble. This noble institution was inaugurated by Her Majesty Queen Victoria on 6 October 1865. The vine looks sturdy. I could climb it to get inside. Oi, you! What are you up to? Do not try anything crazy. I do want trouble. You want some trouble? Neen, have you ever seen the sexy Batman cartoon or animation? It's just like a short animation that I saw on YouTube 10, 11, 12 years. Like, it's been a long time, but sexy Batman is, oh, you want some trouble? I'll give you some trouble. If you want a laugh of some old animation of this sexy Batman, just YouTube sexy Batman, and I feel like there's one or two like little animation shorts. But the trouble made me think of sexy Batman. You want some trouble? There's something in the bushes. What is that? It's an old tattered umbrella. Okay, so like this, everything that we're doing right now, like has already happened. So I'm like, I feel like this is kind of some padding to the game. An old rusty umbrella. The fabric is holey, making it impossible to use for its intended purpose. Step away from the gate, please. Okay. Okay, what are we supposed to do here, babes? What are we supposed to do? If this were one of my stories, I dismiss that idea as absurd. Nothing else anything in these bushes? Oh, to the wall? To the window? To the wall. I didn't realize you could keep going around here. Brick? This brick seems loose. Oh. I can't remove it with my bearing. Can we use the umbrella? I think I'll use the umbrella tip to leverage it. That will help me to get it out. We're just going to dismantle their wall overnight. Excellent. It seems to have moved a bit. It shouldn't be difficult to remove it. I couldn't remove it completely, but I think it will make a good foothold to support me in climbing the wall without difficulty. Okay, so we're going to climb the wall. Glass shards. The wall is topped with sharp glass shards to deter intruders like me. Is this like, I guess you've seen like the concertina wire, like at the top of barbed wire fences, but like glass shards? What? That's wild. I guess maybe they didn't have barbed wire back then. I don't know why I'm so like, I can't believe this. The brick dislodged enough for me to support my foot on it and climb the wall without a problem. Okay, so are you going to climb the wall, babes? Like, what are we doing here? The umbrella won't help me get rid of the glass shards. I cannot reach them with it anyway. I can use the protruding brick to climb the wall without difficulty, but those shards still worry me. I would be afraid of the shards too, actually. Broken glass is not... It's not fun. What if... Be careful. Okay, well... Well, I can't leave, so clearly there has to be something here. Can you please remove the glass shards? Why don't you leave? I need to see a patient. It's urgent. See that plaque to your right? Yes, approach it and read it. Yes, I've read it before. No unannounced visits allowed. Exactly. There's a person inside who shouldn't be confined. That's what all the patients think. But of course they're mad. Are you too? How can I arrange a visit? Write a letter to the director of the facility or wait until tomorrow morning and request an appointment? And when will the director be able to see me? In a week, I suppose. 3 days if it's urgent. Do you know I'm waiting for the police? They will handle the matter that has brought me here. That's fine with me, sir. When the authorities arrive, I'll gladly open this door for them, but not for you. I don't know who you are. Excuse me, but I am Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Hope the kitties are good. They are doing really well. Thank you. Thank you for that well wish for the kitties. Like, Jasper was behind me, but I think he has taken himself to bed. Are you aware of Professor Nelson Ward's admission? Professor? I have no record of any professor being admitted, but we have 3 Napoleons, 5 Neros, and 4 Jesuses. You don't know who I am? Enlighten me. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Does that name ring a bell? No, to be honest. Sherlock Holmes? Are you telling me you're Sherlock Holmes? Hell, no. I write the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Does the name Oliver Twist ring a bell? Of course. I could say I'm Charles Dickens. However, in keeping with this absurdity, I'll say I'm Oliver Twist himself. Let me enter the asylum. I am a doctor. I thought you said you were a writer. I am also a doctor. I studied medicine at the University of Edinburgh, served as a ship's doctor, and studied ophthalmology in Vienna. After that, I opened a private practice in London before focusing on writing. So I have the authority to enter this asylum. You know what? I was a sailor on a schooner. That doesn't give me the right to demand entry to the SS Suvik. Anyway, this isn't a public hospital. The rules here are stricter. So please respect them. Maybe if we keep annoying him. Let me in, I'll catch pneumonia. I thought you'd never come to your senses. Here. Use this to protect yourself from the rain and go back the way you came. Well, that was sweet at least. Gave me a little present. I got a blanket. A thick... Okay. So I think the blanket should help us with the glass shards. Maybe? Moral of the story, if you pester somebody enough, they'll give you something to use. Let's try. Good aim, Arthur. The blanket should protect me from the glass shards. I don't know about that, but okay. Right. Let's go. Oh my heavens. Jesus Christ. Who are you? You cannot be here. Figuring out how to access the asylum lobby had cost me a great deal of back pain and an incipient cold. There was no way the nurse was going to let me visit the professor, and I didn't want to go through the ordeal of sneaking into the cells again. So I employed a weapon that Britons of my social standing know very well. Arrogance. What's this about me not being able to be here, my good woman? And what do you mean, who am I? Oh. I am Dr. Steward. Dr. Steward? Damn it. You refer to me as if you don't know me. I have never seen you around here, Dr. Steward. That you've never... Well, I understand that you may have never noticed my presence in Blackstone. You are just a simple nurse. I am the head nurse, Doctor. Details. I am here because a very serious mistake has been made. One of the patients must be discharged immediately. So tell me in which cell Professor Nelson Ward is located, and I will apologize to him for this institution's incompetence. I changed my mind. Call the warden and tell him to bring Professor Ward before me. I will wait for him here. Come on. What are you standing there for? Move. Excuse me, Dr. Steward, but I have not been informed about this matter. You should know that nothing happens in Blackstone without Director Edwards' approval. So unfortunately, I cannot help you. In any case, if the guard let you through, your credentials must be correct. Feel free to access any part of the facility. However, regarding this alleged error with one of the patients, I have to wait for confirmation from the director. Where is the director? I will speak with him, and this matter will be resolved in minutes. By the way, tell me your name, and I will record what little help I have received from you. Mrs. Hunt. I am his right hand, and the director is not at Blackstone right now. His right hand, eh? I know when I am facing defeat, and I realize that Mrs. Hunt was not going to give in. I could have waited for Sergeant Collins to show up, but by now he should have already arrived with the cavalry. There was an innocent man being held at Blackstone, and I didn't want him to spend another minute in one of those cells. Therefore, I had to rely on my wits once again to free him. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Hunt. Curses. It is empty. Who's this? Sexy Susan. Yes? I'm looking for a patient. Would you know in which cell I can find him? Ask the old hag about that. Who's the old hag? Who do you think? Mrs. Hunt. Do you always sweep the same area? There's more lobby to sweep. Are you saying the lobby is dirty? Truth is, everything looks very clean. I'm glad it's noticeable. I congratulate you on keeping this place so clean. Oh, well. That's because Lady Ainsworth is coming to visit her daughter tomorrow. She was locked up in Blackstone for eating her music teacher. You know? Usually there's so much dust here that if a draft blew in, this place would look like downtown London on a foggy day. See those roses? Normally they're dry, withered, and full of worms. I love a dirty lobby. I like how this person was just casually like, she ate her music teacher. She just like, I feel like that's a really long time consuming thing, but also, what? Lady Ainsworth's daughter ate her music teacher? This game has gone off the rails, right? We have occult cannibalism. I shouldn't say this, but in the end, it's what the rich will do to all of us if we don't take action. I shouldn't say this, but in the end, it's what the rich will do to all of us if we don't take action. But did she really eat her music teacher? Literally? Did Lady Ainsworth's daughter practice cannibalism? I'm not lying. She attended her classes with genuine interest and enthusiasm. One day, while the poor wretch was playing Sonata for Piano No. 1 in F minor, Camilla Ainsworth hit him on the head and killed him. You've missed 3 notes, and you call yourself a teacher? The maids heard her scream. Then she cut off his hands with a 12th century sword hanging on the wall and dismembered him. She made a stew with his liver, heart, and those hands that missed the notes. She served the dish with a fine wine, and while eating, the maids heard her humming Beethoven's sonata. A tremendous story. I didn't know it. In fact, I don't recall reading it in the newspapers. Lady Ainsworth wields a lot of power. She silenced the newspaper editors with her checkbook. She even managed to spare her daughter from execution when the crime was discovered, although even she couldn't prevent her from being admitted to Blackstone. Right, what? Also, I love the skylight with like the rain coming down. It's very pretty. And they're playing O Suave Fiancula from La Boheme by Puccini. I gather Lady Ainsworth is someone important. She's been the main benefactor of Blackstone since her daughter was admitted here. She usually donates large sums to the institution. Director Edwards always wants her to have a good impression of the center. Every time she comes, I have to clean the entire lobby. Floors, columns, picture frames. Everything has to be impeccable. Carry on with your work. These are the records of recent patient admissions. According to this document, Professor Ward is in cell number 31 in the 3rd hallway of the West Wing. I'll take it. Wow, I accidentally spilled the ink onto the documents. For goodness sake, Dr. Stewart, what have you done? Let me fix it. No, just stay away from there, please. My bad. What a mess. Oopsies cadoopsies. Do not touch anything. The scent of roses is... However, it fails to mask the smell of despair in this place. According to the plaque, this is the director of the asylum, Nathaniel Edwards. The bronze shines splendidly. They must have polished it recently. Guillaume de Hainault, one of the pioneers in the study of the mind. Most of his theories have been refuted, if not deemed outright erroneous. I don't know why his portrait hangs prominently in this lobby. They're, stuck in the past, I would say. I see the ink-stained paper that Mrs. Hunt threw inside. So are you close? I'm thinking I'm close to the end of the game, but now I'm not sure. Don't take another step. There are spiders. Spiders, where? In the crack. The big ones. I don't want to be held responsible if one of those hairy beasts bites you. Get away from the crack. Don't get close to the crack. Get away from the crack. Okay, fine. Now, can we use the umbrella on the crack? What do you intend to do with that? Let me take care of those monsters. I don't know. I'm just clicking. More than half of the inkwell's contents are now spilled on this document. The ink has not yet dried. My pocket is soaked with ink. I don't know why I still carry this around. Okay, well, I guess let's go do some exploring. Oh my god, who's this creepy? Creepy. Hurry up, Warden. Open cell 31 and release the patient. A very serious mistake has been made. What? How? What? Who the hell are you? I am Sir Dr. Steward. I've never seen you around here. Are you new? Yes, I just started tonight. Well then, you should know that these procedures require the consent of Head Nurse Hunt. And that said consent must be approved by Director Edwards. Of course. Are you saying I have broken the rules? The order came from Mrs. Hunt. I'm just following her command. You should also know that in such cases, I would receive the order from Head Nurse Hunt in person. She's busy right now. She told me you would understand. Hierarchy is strictly followed here, Dr. Steward. I'm Director Edwards. If Director Edwards were to hear of the slightest hint of lawlessness among his subordinates, he would throw us all out on our asses. Anyway, all the patients in this hallway are the responsibility of Dr. Hunter. You're not authorized to treat them. You seem a bit lost, Dr. Steward, but don't worry. You'll gradually learn how Blackstone operates. It seems to be the master key that opens all the cells. What are you doing, Dr. Steward? You are not authorized to open any cells. I apologize. Stop touching my crack. That's what that... I'm in hallway 3 of the West Wing. Okay. A lamp, a cup, a small box. Ah, yes. That cursed music box. Before the new patient, cell 31 was occupied by a guy who howled every night. It was unbearable. A relative brought that music box that plays Greensleeves because he claimed it calmed him down. And did it? Oh, it certainly did. At the cost of me having to wind up that infernal contraption all night. If I hear Greensleeves again, I swear to God I'll open one of the cells and admit myself to this madhouse. You know what? Take it out of my sight. You'd be doing me a great favor. A favor as big as releasing the patient from cell 31? Not that big. Alright. If I've learned anything from movies, Sweeney Todd, and games, this one is that infiltrating an asylum is easy. I think Greensleeves was the first song I 100%ed. I didn't know that it was in Guitar Hero. You seem to enjoy Carmen. Who? George Bizet's opera. The one playing on the gramophone. Ah, I thought you meant the daughter of the guy who brings the supplies. I cannot even visit the patient in cell 31. You can talk to him through the bars. But remember, these patients are under the care of Dr. Hunter. You can't treat them. It would conflict with their treatments. What can you tell me about the patients in the cells? Which one? The one in cell 30? Cavendish, he was arrested for trying to bite several prostitutes on the neck. In his defense, he argued that he had been bitten by a vampire in Romania and needed to feed on blood. I'm not a doctor, but I think that guy went overboard with the opiates. Take a look. He has the same symptoms as someone who has stopped using laudanum. He believes in ghosts, but they don't lock you up for that. When they admitted him, he kept shouting to let him out because he was building a machine to see the beyond. And he's right. If I were you, I wouldn't say that out loud unless you want to keep Mr. Ward company. Yeah, I was surprised to see it. Like, is this the song I think it is? And it was, right? Yeah, I don't remember that being in Guitar Hero, but my roommate and her boyfriend played that like all the time. So I only ever like joined in very occasionally. The one in cell 32, it's confidential. I have explicit orders from the director not to speak to anyone about her identity. Oh, maybe that's the one who ate her music teacher. Oh, that guy, I think he's read too many H.G. Wells novels. Okay, thank you very much. The patient in cell 31 is being held against his will. Is that so? Talk to any of Blackstone's patients. They'll all tell you the same thing. Please open cell 31. You know that. Okay. Would you accept a small bribe? What? No. What kind of person do you think I am? Do not doubt my professionalism, Dr. Stewart. Okay. Let's start talking to the patients. Patient report. Let's look at this. This is the vampire, Francis Cavendish. The patient suffers from an uncommon but diagnosed allergy to sunlight, which has led to believe he is an oupier vampire, extremely dangerous. Do not open the cell without supervision from Dr. Catherall. I see a poor trembling soul curled up in one corner of the cell. Do you want... Nelson Ward, extreme obsessive disorder. The patient believes that a reality inhabited by the deceased surrounds us. His insistence on trying to prove it has driven him to madness. I see Professor Ward. Professor! It's Sir Arthur. I've come to get you out of here. He doesn't hear me. He seems lost in thought. Closed, obviously. Confidential. This is the cannibal. The cries are coming from this room. I see a young woman. Miss, are you all right? Please, sir, help me. I'm being held against my will. I'm not crazy. All right, calm down. Nobody wants to be trapped in a mental institution. But there's nothing wrong with me. I'm healthy, and this place is not what it seems. It's run by depraved people who enjoy torturing the patients. Every day they take me out of the cell to put electrodes on my head and shock me at full power. That warden over there comes in at night to stub out his cigarettes on my hand. I knew it. This place is rotten. Let me see your hand. I'm a doctor. I'll examine it. Please be gentle. It hurts. What the hell are you doing? Open the fucking door. I'm hungry. I hardly eat anything here. Jesus. Have you tried human flesh, doctor? Once you do, nothing else tastes like anything. All I want is to eat well. I'm not crazy. I'm not. Get me out of here. Dr. Stewart. She made a man into soup and just tried to eat me. What the hell are you doing? Do you have any idea who's in that cell? Carmilla Ainsworth. The next time you want to talk to her, try not to do anything as crazy as what you just did. This music is, doing it to me. Leave me alone. I'm safe from them here. Matthew Lane. Paranoid, he claims that arachnids have become conscious and want to dominate society. When the patient suffers a violent episode, it is very important not to enter the cell, but rather to try to calm the patient from outside. They crawl into your brain through your ears, did you know? They control your mind. They're controlling all of us, but not me. They won't succeed. Let's not get eaten. Let's not get eaten before we save the professor. That's, yeah. Good call. Good call. Well, do not worry, Professor Ward. I'll get you out of here. He doesn't hear me. Okay, so when wound up, it plays the tune of Green Sleeves. It can also serve as a jewelry box as it has enough space to store a necklace or bracelet inside. Damn it, don't ever do that again, alright? Okay, so... Keep that away from me, will you? Alright, what do we need to do? Okay, so there's spiders. Can we get the spiders in the music box and scare the patient so he distracts? Excuse me, didn't you hear me before? Take a step back and stay away from that bloody crack. Can we dirty up his floors so then he has to come over here and clean? It is empty. 'Cause there's not really anywhere else to go. I don't think. But boy, what's going on? I've been doing okay. How are you doing? How was your weekend? I'm just trying to figure out how to bust somebody out of this asylum. Speaking of bust. Okay, so we're going to vandalize the bust. Okay, and then we're gonna get the spiders, I think. You again. I told you that. What the hell is that? I could have sworn everything was clean. Okay, now let's get the spiders. Now we're gonna get the spiders out of the crack. No, that crack is bloody. That sounds painful. This crack has spiders. I hope that, like, come here, little one. I have found you a new home. Do not be afraid. Right, you are doing great. At least Sir Arthur's not afraid of spiders. Okay, so now we have... Inside the music box is a specimen of Pardosa hyperborea. Luckily, this kind of spider is not poisonous. Not me being late. Acid, welcome. You're perfectly on time, but you're about to go to sleep, right? Go to sleep. Get some good rest. Thank you for stopping by. My crack has cobwebs. Weekend was a bitch because of work, but I managed to have fun around. Okay. Well, I'm glad you still managed to have fun around it. We've had a busy weekend. Thankfully, no work. I did some work this morning, but it was fine. Darkness Queen, hello, hello. How are you? It's going well. It's going well. I'm just playing this point and click. I'm thinking I might be able to finish it tonight. Like I thought I was gonna like be done earlier, but turns out there's like a whole, now we're playing as a different character. But how have you been? What's going on? Venomous, they bite. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so he's cleaning that. Now I'm gonna go give the spider to the person at the end. Okay, sorry. This is terrible. Like, we're torturing somebody who's... We should throw the spiders on... What's her face? The cannibal. Come on, little one. Be free. Oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this. Green sleeves! No, no, no! It's coming for me! You will not get inside my brain. It's coming closer. Get me out of here, for Christ's sake. Help! What did I do? Oopsies. Oopsie doodles. Dr. Stewart. I'll handle it. I know what to do in this situation. Come in. I know, that is evil. There's nothing wrong, Mr. Lane. Remember Dr. Armitage's words. Let's try some of the exercises he suggested, shall we? God, this is going to take a while. And you just conveniently left the key unattended. Oopsie doodles. Le Chingo de Sistre Tincient, masterfully sung by the great Eleonora de Cisneros. I know, like, when I've uploaded the VODs to YouTube, it gets a copyright because I guess this is copywritten, like, classical music. Can I turn the music off? Should we let everybody out? This is not the door I want. Okay. Should we let the cannibal out? I don't think so. He'll try to eat me. I do not know how long it'll take the warden to calm the patient. Now that I have the professor's cell door open, I think the most sensible thing to do is return the key to its proper place. I don't want to risk it being missed. Okay. Oh, is Mrs. Hunt going to be there? Okay. I was like, we're going to get caught, aren't we? Just give him the cold shoulder. I have a hot shoulder. Professor. Professor. Ah, Sir Arthur. I've been calling you through the door. Couldn't you hear me? I'm sorry, I was mulling over the design of the Box of Revelations. I could increase the machine's power so its range is wider, but for that I need the Scarlet Stone. The Scarlet Stone? I suppose that is what Professor Patrick Moore has gone to fetch in Scotland. What? Did you drag Patrick into this? How could you be so foolish? By the way, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Rescuing you, damn it. Someone set a trap for you and locked you in this padded cell. Ah, everything makes sense now. This is Blackstone and they only lock up the mad here. And I'm not mad. But they didn't believe me. So, as you say, someone set me up. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Patrick? No, Patrick wouldn't do that. Let me think. Give me half an hour. Wait a moment. Someone is coming. Eva, hide. Do not say anything. They must not see me. What? Oh my god, how strange. I could swear I locked this cell. This poor wretch is so harmless that I guess I didn't even consider him. Take your time, sir. If you need me, I'll be by the hallway entrance door. Is he going... Well? Henry! I regret to see you in this situation, Nelson. I could get you out of here, you know. I am friends with the director of this facility. What? Sir Arthur! What are you doing here? You know what, Dean Carter? Before you came in, I was thinking of turning all this into a Sherlock Holmes story. The Strand would have loved it. But you ruined the climax of the investigation for me. You've confessed your guilt without the intervention of the detective. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I suspected that Professor Ward's disappearance had to do with the donation my order made to the university. I had dealt with the professor before, and he doesn't fit the profile your university has made for him. Although you already knew that. As you also knew that the money was for the sole and exclusive use of Professor Ward here. Let me tell you the facts and how we all ended up here in Blackstone. Are you accusing me, Sir Arthur? I bet you don't have any evidence against me. Thank you for confirming my suspicion with your statement. What? That mention of betting. In our conversation tonight at the university, you couldn't stop dropping phrases worthy of a gambling addict. I'd bet anything. She might have an ace up her sleeve. You also got nervous when I asked if the professor had debts. You took it personally, as if the question had been directed at you. That made you my prime suspect. I think you have wagered a lot and quite badly. You have not had much luck lately, have you? That's why when you found out that a significant amount had been bestowed anonymously to the university, you saw an opportunity to get your hands on it. But apparently the professor was quicker than you. Oh yes, that. A few days ago he confessed to me that he had debts of several £1,000s because of poker. Henry is the treasurer of my department of metapsychic research and he appeared very desperate during our conversation. So by withdrawing the money I thought I might prevent him from committing an act he might regret. Did I do the right thing? Desperation. That was the key. You just said you're friends with the director of Blackstone. No, don't drag Edwards into this. A great friendship that allows you to skip strict visiting hours, to gain the approval of the severe Mrs. Hunt, and to have a warden open cell doors like a hotel bellhop. You took advantage of that close bond to devise a plan to get Professor Ward into Blackstone. You tricked him to come here under the pretext that certain metapsychic phenomena were occurring that the professor couldn't resist investigating. Once he arrived at his destination, according to the coachman, the director himself was waiting for him with 2 wardens. You waited a day for your victim to be immersed in the anguish and pessimism of being locked up in a place like this. And now you've come here to blackmail your friend, to sell him his freedom for the money my order donated to this innocent gentleman. Tell me, were you and Director Edwards planning to split 50-50? Or would you have taken a higher percentage? This is all a string of lies. For God's sake. Who would believe this far-fetched story from a writer undermining his own reputation with his defense of spiritualism? Scotland Yard, for example. Oh, yeah. Diva, they were outside. Ah, just in time, Sergeant Collins. I told you to wait for us outside, Sir Arthur. I'm sorry the weather wasn't cooperating. Although I must congratulate you on your good work. Mr. Carter, you are under arrest for the crimes of coercion and blackmail. This is an outrage. Mallory. Issue a search warrant against Director Edwards. His accomplice will keep him company in a Pentonville cell, Dean Carter. You'll regret this, Sergeant. Mallory? Add threatening authorities to the charges against Mr. Carter. No, I didn't mean to... I have a question about this whole affair. Yes, Professor Ward? Can I keep the straitjacket? But it's a bit uncomfortable, but I found it helps me think. Gotcha. Like, who... This is a complete, like... I had no idea we were going to go down this, like, story path. Henry was behind this entire affair? As in any good mystery novel, the least obvious suspect turns out to be the primary instigator. Very well, gentlemen. If we finished with these trifling matters, shall we move on to the more pressing concerns? Thank you. Well, here we have the Box of Revelations, an artifact of my own invention funded by Mr. Conan Doyle and his order. Thanks to the preliminary work of my friends Patrick and Beatrice, with a few adjustments, I can have the contraption operational by tonight. So if you allow me half an hour, we can proceed and test the machine's effectiveness at 34 Benwell Street. The preternatural activity there is very high. Any questions? Right now, I must change my attire. I've just returned from a lengthy journey and my clothes are soiled. Oh, Patrick, always so meticulous. We're conducting an investigation, not attending a fashion show. Let's not delay science with trivial matters. I need to put on new clothes. What exactly does the Scarlet Stone do? It serves as a source of unlimited energy. The sophisticated nature of the Box of Revelations demands substantial power. And it is curious that in the midst of the Industrial Revolution, we had to look for a super battery in the past. Ironic, isn't it? And are you certain it will work as intended? Of course it will. The Airbands were the Da Vinci's of their time, a civilization filled with Marconis, Berliners, and Lenois. Have faith, my friend. Have faith. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? I love that song. When I read that, I was like, started headbanging, imagining rain falling around me. That's one of my favorite songs by her, and also I think my favorite Alanis song is Thank You. I think it's just called Thank You. It was like not the ragey angsty of Jagged Little Pill. It was more like she'd gone on like a, I don't know, self-discovery journey. The Naked video, I don't think I ever saw the music video for it. Yes, Thank You, India. I love that song. Okay, I've been investigating 34 Benwell Street. Really? I made contact with an entity. Entity. Likely old Highmore, I presume. He was accused of the disappearance of several women from the East End. Unable to endure such infamy, he hanged himself from the basement beam. Were you able to engage in conversation with him? Yes. Two-way communication. Excellent. What did he say? He practically kicked me out of his house. That confirms our suspicion that ghosts are not benevolent entities. Have you taken notes, Sir Arthur? Precautions are necessary in that household. By the way, Mr. Conan Doyle will be accompanying us tonight, so if you'll allow me half an hour, we can proceed and test the machine's effectiveness. Okay. I believe we've covered this already. Really? In that case, let's get moving. Let's get moving and grooving. Oh my god, Old Sea Hag, welcome in. Mediocre, hello. How are you? What's going on? Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm in the middle of the scene and I can't pause it, but let me grab you a shout out. How was your stream? How are you? How's your weekend? How was your Prince of Blue? We are investigating some ghosts. Neen, thank you for the shout out for Old Sea Hag. Y'all can read the text as it's going. But yeah, welcome in if this is your first time here. If we don't know each other, I'm Charles. You can also call me Runner. I play a lot of different things. I'm currently embracing survival horror summer, or just horror summer, so we're playing some spooky games. And this has been a point and click in Victorian London. We're investigating ghosts. I've been wanting to play this game, so... Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm close to the end of the game. So yes, enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much for coming through with the raid. I appreciate it. Oh my god, this... Yeah, so that's one thing. If you stream Mediocre, you cannot pause the dialogue. If you try to like escape to like go to the pause menu, it just skips everything. So, the Prince is so blue. I've been loving watching you play this. I appreciate that. I talked about Excavation of Hobbs Barrow, and I really loved that one. And I don't know if you've played like any of the like the old school adventure games where you like or point and click. This one, the puzzles haven't been like so weirdly obtuse that they don't make sense. Like it's been pretty enjoyable, and the story's been good. But Hag, if you need to de-stream, take care of yourself, relax, please do so. But thank you so much for the raid. I super appreciate it. It was a nice surprise as I was I think we're about close to the end. I would say the story seems about wrapped up, but we're gonna use this device to communicate with the spirits. I love that one. Yes, one in hand in my pocket and hands clean. I know I've heard hands clean, but yeah, one hand in my pocket. Love that one too. We're also talking about Alanis Morissette. Like I said, the dialogue just keeps going, and there's been like a lot of it, so yeah, pause it, unfortunately. Ghosts can be violent entities. We must exercise. Okay, so we're back at this house where we have witnessed spirit activity before, but now we have this machine, I think, that lets us see the other side, like the beyond, and it's powered by this artifact that we got from Scotland. We had to deal with a cult. It's been a whole thing. Love talking about Alanis Morissette. Yeah, we were, not that there's like, I was just sharing like what my favorite Alanis song was, because one of the characters said something about it being ironic, and of course Steffi was like, you know, isn't it ironic? Oh my god, okay, this is still, but I believe there's something bothering you. Why didn't you inform me about this house? I had to find out from a notebook I found in your room, or the box of revelations, damn it. Why did you hide that you were making it? Why didn't you tell me? I thought we were more than just colleagues. I thought we were lovers. I thought we were friends. Well, that's fine. So that is exactly why. How many times have we investigated a place and found no evidence? This house could have just been another one. But thanks to your research, we now know it's the place we've been seeking. The box of revelations was nothing but a crazy theory based on the prototype of your magnetic field dispenser, the ectoplasm of England's most reviled medium, a relic whose origin is lost to the mists of time. It was impossible for it to work no matter how much money Sir Arthur's eccentric friends donated, but it works, thanks to you. You're not answering me. Why did you hide all this from me? Why did you leave me out? Because I didn't want you to end up like me. Look at me. Since I was a child, I've been obsessed with the mystery of the beyond. I reached old age, and what have I learned about it? Nothing. Just a handful of hypotheses and disappointments. That will change today. Yes, it will. Okay. Can we get a move on, divas? Like, I did not want you to throw your life away. That's very kind. That's the answer you sought. You are my friend, Patrick, my only friend, along with Beatrice. Never doubt that. I decided many years ago to investigate these phenomena. It's my life. Nothing can change that. And I'm no longer engaged to Rose, so we can get together. I'm sorry to hear that. I appreciate your words. The only thing that keeps me going is this, and if I become someone like you, it will be a pleasure. Oh, I don't know what to say. Say that we're going to enter that house and make history. Okay, after you. It's exactly. It's like Ray. Okay, sorry. I go get food. Okay, get yourself some delicious food. My kitties got. What kind of treats did your kitties get? Are they loving their new treats? Oh my god, I've been holding on to this for years, so now I can say it. That woman wasn't right for you. The time has come. Tomorrow the whole world will wake up to the news that the beyond exists. We will provide irrefutable visual and auditory evidence of this fact. Let's go into that house and make herstory. Before we begin, I want Sir Arthur to familiarize himself with the box of revelations. Its mechanism is quite complex, so I'll summarize how it works. The purpose of this machine is to enhance metapsychic activity to record it both visually and audibly. Let's break it down. The ectoplasmic sample from the deceased medium Florence Cook will act as a link and channel between both worlds. It requires considerable power for this to happen. This power is provided by the Scarlet Stone. Legend has it that this technological artifact opens portals to other worlds which would benefit our purpose, although it's nothing more than a powerful energy generator. Lastly, Eugene Wood's photographic plates will capture everything that happens while the machine is running. I've managed to divide the plate into sections which will allow us to take up to 45 photographs. Oh, by the way, while Sir Arthur was recounting his dull chronicle in Blackstone, I took the liberty of making a small modification to the box of revelations. I added a phonographic cylinder to record all the sounds around us. Ready, Sir Arthur? I'm ready, Professor. Beatrice? Whenever you want. Would you do the honors, Patrick? It will be a pleasure. Oh my god, can I just get a quick little break? Turn on the box of revelations, Patrick. Okay. They are called meowfuls, and they are freeze-dried turkey and duck. Ooh. I'm sure the kitties are loving them. Like mouthfuls, meowfuls. Got those mouthful of meowful. As Professor Ward said, let's make history. The wait is becoming endless. Okay, let's save it. I feel like we're gonna get attacked by ghosts. Y'all ready for this? The cylinder is starting to pick up sound. I am Professor Nelson Ward. Beside me is Professor Patrick Moore, co-responsible for this experiment. We are accompanied by the medium Beatrice Shaw and the project's patron Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. At this moment, the machine is creating an electromagnetic field whose electric charge will attract those on the other side. It's basically a call effect. Next, we will increase the machine's power. There's a dial with 10 positions from 0 to 100. Would you be so kind as to turn the dial to number 10, Professor Moore? Pump it up. Oh my god, it's loud in my ears. I'm starting to get cold. Indeed, the temperature has dropped. A good sign, yes sir, a very good sign. I believe we can proceed to make contact. Thomas Highmore. Your presence is required on this side of the veil. Beatrice, lend me a hand. You are better at this. Focus on my voice, Thomas Highmore. Follow my words. Advance in the darkness toward us. We desire your presence. My goodness. Thomas Highmore? Are you Thomas Highmore? I cannot believe my eyes. Mr. Highmore. He doesn't seem to hear me. Patrick, turn the dial to number 20. This feels like that show Fear on late night. I wanted to be on that show so badly. Did you ever see, I think it was called Elevator? There's a high-pitched sound coming from your stream. I think it's the ghost machine. So y'all might want to turn your volume down. Elevator's like a group of friends competing. It's a lot more, I don't know, easy campy, but it seemed like a really good time. Be careful, Professor. He heard you. He's curious about you. He has no interest in me, Professor, but in the machine. Where did he... No! Stay a little longer. The machine's energy may not be enough to keep the entity with us. We should increase to 30. Do you agree, Patrick? Is everything okay, Beatrice? Beatrice? Is she possessed? Yes, I'm fine. I felt a slight dizziness. Maybe it's the machine's hum. It's a very piercing sound. What do you say, Patrick? Should we go up to 30? Going up to 30. I have a bad feeling. What do you mean? Haven't you noticed? There's evil in the air. Are you feeling better, Beatrice? Yes, don't worry about me. Continue. Do we really want to go to 30? Wait a moment. What's wrong, Sir Arthur? Are we sure about this? What do you mean? I don't know. But I think we should stop the experiment. Stop? We have gone as far as any mortal can go in metapsychic research. That is what I mean, Professor Ward. What we have achieved today is unprecedented. We can repeat the experiment another time. Maybe in a safer place. Are you scared, Sir Arthur? Scared is not the word. Cautious would be more accurate. Something tells me we should not continue. Patrick? What do you think? I am sorry, Sir Arthur. Shit. What happened? Did you see something, Beatrice? No, nothing at all. We'll have to go up to... Oh. Did you see them? For God's sake, did you see them? They were a legion of ghosts. They were women. And children. You are more reasonable than Professor Ward. Stop this, please. CB, welcome in. Hello, welcome raiders. We're just in the middle of making contact with some ghosts. How are you? How was your stream? I'm sorry, I cannot pause this dialogue. I don't know if you... I think you might have seen this before. But welcome in. Hello. Hello. Yeah, we're in a cutscene. They're kind of long and lengthy, wordy cutscenes. I think we're close to the end of the game. We're using a machine to contact spirits. So if you are wanting to play this game, don't watch because I'm close. I think I'm close to the end. Yes, it does look like a retro computer game. It's got that like early 90s adventure point and click look. But this game came out, I think earlier this year. I played a demo for it last year and I really liked it. But how was your stream? How are you? How was your weekend? Okay, the material we have. So they're arguing about, they don't want to continue this experiment because we were just surrounded by like a legion of ghosts. The machine was only operated at 30% of its capacity. Who knows what wonders await us if we turn the dial to its limit? That is what worries me, Professor. Anyway, I don't want to discuss this further. As the project's patron, I demand that. To hell with your patronage, and to hell with your stupid Order of the Golden Dawn. You wanted information? You wanted power? Well, this is what happens when we peek into the beyond. What did you expect? Okay, now they're... Beatrice? Are you alright? Beatrice got possessed. Sir Arthur. Sir Arthur. Can you hear me? Are you alright? What? Oh, yes. I'm in shock. What happened? Where are the others? Beatrice attacked us and took the machine. The professor went after her. He said she was possessed. Is that possible? I saw her eyes when she was about to throw me against that wall with superhuman force. Florence Cook was possessed moments before she was killed by the spirit who had tormented her since childhood. The professor is right. It is possible. Beatrice Shaw has been possessed by the spirit of Thomas Highmore. What are we going to do? Find our friends and get out of here. Come on, get up. No, I can't put weight on my foot. I twisted my ankle when struggling with Beatrice. I was trying to help the professor, but it doesn't matter. Stay here. I'll come back for you. Okay. I think I'm finally like at a part where I can pause. Weekend was great and always good to cap a weekend off with some cozy gaming. This might be a little, this is spooky, cozy, spoozy. But yeah, it's very like, it's creepy. But the story's been good. The puzzles have been a lot of fun. When you said Rut Road, there was a Scooby-Doo point and click game that I had on Sega, which, thinking about it, like being very patient to use a controller to like move the cursor. I'm trying to remember if there was a cursor because I remember there was like talk, pick up, like there were actions at the bottom. But I loved Scooby-Doo and I loved that game. Okay, let me just snooze this ad really quick. We'll just snooze it. But also, I'm sorry, if you came in with CB and I didn't tell you, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I'm Charles. If you just want to kick back and relax, please do. I'm a little bit gassy tonight. Thank you, Mishi. Okay, I'm going to snooze that ad. And we're going to go after our friend. Resume. Quick save. It's the trunk in which we transported the machine in various pieces we added at the last moment. There's nothing left. You can walk, right? I beg your pardon? You have not twisted your ankle. You're just scared. Yes, damn it. I didn't want to admit I'm terrified. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle attending multiple seances. The same one who writes stories that send shivers down readers' spines. How could I show fear in such a situation? Calm down, will you? This is overwhelming for all of us. I'm sorry, and I'm even more sorry I can't be of help right now. I'm paralyzed by fear. Would you like me to accompany you to the exit? You cannot stay here in this state. No, for God's sake, no. I hear terrifying sounds coming from upstairs, and I don't want to find out who or what is making them. You won't be much better off down here. Give me some time, please. Right now, I can't think straight. As you wish. If anything happens, shout. Got it? I hope nothing happens. Can't think straight. Understandable. We've all been there. The last time I left this house, I did it through that window. Now I can use the front door, and we'll all leave together. Okay. Let's go see where... Oh, shit. What was that? The tremors began when Beatrice took control of the machine. I know the house has structural issues, which is why it's going to be demolished. Something tells me we've made the situation worse with the box of revelations. We need to get out of here now. It's a lot nicer in here than I thought it would be. Okay, you know, we're going to go ahead and take a quick little break because I feel like with these like lengthy dialogue scenes, it's hard to like pause. So I'm like, right now I can pause. So I'm gonna go ahead, take a quick break. So yeah, y'all stretch, get yourself something to drink, and I'll see you in just a few. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Okay, hopefully there's more long dialogue. It won't be interrupted by the ads. I'm beginning to understand why this house hasn't been looted all these years since it's been abandoned. I thought the last tenants left this house years ago. Who wound up the clock? So someone's been living here. Oh. Thank you for the welcome back, Neen. What would you say if you thought you saw a ghost? Hello? Who are you? Where is Thomas Highmore? Can I do anything to help you? Let's be kind. Be kind, rewind. Can I do anything to help you? Are you trapped in this place? Hello? Who are you? They're not very talkative. Where's Thomas Highmore? It can hear me. Thomas Highmore, he has my friend. Where can I find him? We have come to investigate. We don't want... blood. I must avoid physical contact with the entities as much as possible. Oh god, am I gonna have to do some kind of stealth? We must get out of here before the house collapses. I have to remember that there is a statue here, otherwise it might give me a heart attack. Okay. The only ghosts I've seen have been my dogs. I just say hi or tell Lulu to stop possessing Fiona because she did that twice and it freaked me out, but she did stop. I gotcha. I feel like that would be, yeah, a lot locked. There's something here. It is a small rosary. What is the rosary gonna do? Can we repel? A small rosary made up of tiny mother of pearl beads. Mother of pearl. Well, the only way we have to go is up. Only way is up. Beatrice? Hi, more, isn't it? What do you intend to do with the machine? Okay, I feel like we're being led into a trap. Wait! This is definitely a trap, right? Release, Beatrice. Release Beat Rice. Oh. Daisy. What? Oh. Okay, okay. Now this game is giving me jump scares. I won't get any closer to that mirror. Okay, now we have... What the? Professor! Patrick! Don't take another step. It's a poltergeist. And a very violent one. It's trapped me in this room. Be careful. Can we... A rosary? These phenomena predate any religion. By Copernicus, you are a scientist. Stop with the superstitions. Calm down, Professor. I had to try. I mean... what are you doing? Are you going to leave me here at the mercy of the poltergeist? I'll see if I can find something to help you. Don't take long. Like, what does he expect? Like, I would try anything. I feel like. My CK1. Spray my cologne. Everything in this room seems unused. Surely the previous tenants fled when they realized where they had settled. I should open it to see. Bakarama. I don't think it's very safe. Lord have mercy on my soul. Something makes me think these windows were boarded up not to keep things from getting in, but to keep whatever's in here from getting out. Sewing machine. There are scissors next to the sewing machine. I believe they could be useful. Oh. I am tempting fate. Too heavy to carry with... Let's carry the sewing machine. Jesus Christ. Why is this game scaring me now? I am really pushing my luck. I don't know what else we're supposed to do, babes. Maybe if, no, bad idea. In my professional scientific opinion, this house is definitely haunted. Oh, that's comforting there. Just a wee bit of comfort. Okay, what if we cut down the curtains? Oh, fuck. I was thinking I could cut down the curtains to throw on the poltergeist. There's a crack. What? It can't be. Oh my god, my goodness. This house is hiding more secrets than I thought. The baby is holding a rattle between his tiny fingers. I think I can reach it. He could not have been more than 4 months old when he died. She died with her son in her arms. What the hell happened here? I feel like, obviously I know ghosts are from dead, but like, this is like dark, dark. I was not expecting dark, dark. Can we go talk to Sir Arthur? I don't think... Was there... Aren't you afraid, Professor? Not of all this phenomenology. I find it fascinating, but I think we have been overconfident. Being exposed to these events could cost us our lives, and in that sense, yes, I am afraid. That long cutscene when you welcomed the raid said that men lured women. That man... Okay, I knew that he lured women. I didn't know how many, though. Like, that's a lot. So then he, like, put them into the walls, I guess, to hide the bodies? Stealing a rattle from a dead baby? I'm thinking we're gonna give it to the ghost. I think that's what we're gonna do. It doesn't make any sense. The balls are empty inside. The rosary beads would fit. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna use the rosary with the scissors, and now we're gonna put the beads into the ball. I'll unscrew the rattle balls first. Okay, now we have an actual rattle. The rattle works thanks to the rosary beads. I can't do that. Okay, so let's go talk to the poltergeist. Maybe the poltergeist will feel like at ease with its baby's rattle, like knowing we know that something terrible happened. Like we knew something terrible happened, but now we know something. Now we know, like, we have evidence. Have you found a way to free me? I think this might work. Oh my god, it's the baby. It reacts to the sound of the rattle. Keep going. Do not stop. We exorcised it. You did it. The entity behind the poltergeist was nothing more than a baby. Where did you get that rattle that managed to calm it down? The tremors exposed the bodies of a mother and child bricked up. The child was holding the rattle. I don't think Highmore is as innocent as we thought. Come on, let's rescue our friend. I don't think we thought Highmore was innocent. Maybe the poltergeist is actually just an angry... Highmore is hiding behind that door. I've tried to open it, but something is coming. It was an angry bebe. Sir Arthur, I thought you didn't want to leave the basement. Things have happened down there. I fled the basement in terror, but couldn't open the front door. There is a... what do you call it? Poltergeist. That's it. It's blocking the way out. We are trapped. We just faced one. And did you succeed? Yes. Then do the same with the one downstairs and we can get out of here. We must confront Highmore. He is the epicenter of all this. He is behind that door and he has Beatrice. If we defeat him, it will all be over. And what is the plan? He is possessed, Miss Shaw. How do you intend to separate the spirit from her body? Do you know how to perform an exorcism? An exorcism? We are in the 20th century, Mr. Ryder. What's the alternative? We'll drag Beat Rice out of this house. Perhaps Highmore's influence won't be effective outside of it. Are you sure that will work? I don't know. If that fails, we'll improvise. Sir Arthur? Are you with us? I'd flee this damned house if that poltergeist wasn't blocking the way out. But I guess I have no choice. I will not let anything happen to you. I appreciate your gesture, Professor Moore. I doubt you can guarantee my life. But what the devil? Let's do it. There is a problem. Highmore has locked that room and we cannot access it. If I had a pick, I could try to open the door. My friend Harry Houdini taught me how to pick locks and padlocks. I know how to do it. Did you say a pick? I happen to have one. It's in case they ever locked me up in Blackstone again. Did you know they use locks on straitjackets? Give it to me, please. This all seems like improvisation. It is, yeah. We're just hoping for the best. Very well, gentlemen. Let's put an end to this. Or die trying. Oh, geez. Highmore. We must hurry or we'll be buried alive. Release Beatrice, Highmore. This is your last chance. Please, leave. Beatrice, is that you? Highmore. He has control of my body. Control of my mind. I can read his thoughts. He's furious. Give me your hand and let's get out of here, Beatrice. Stay back. You are in danger. Highmore won't let you near. What does Highmore want with the machine? He knows what it is for. He's going to try to materialize and continue what he couldn't finish. He firmly believed the afterlife would give him a second chance. And he'll get it. I'm holding him back as much as I can, but It's hard. It hurts. What couldn't Highmore finish? He did not commit suicide because he was wrongly accused. He was the killer they were looking for, and he was cornered. These walls are full of corpses. He killed his victims and hid the bodies behind them. Women, children, I can see their faces. I can remember each and every one of his victims. What do we do, Professor Moore? Listen to me, Beatrice. Give me your hand and let's leave this house. Try to hold off Highmore until we're out on the street. No! He will kill me. He won't. He needs you. Don't you understand? If he kills me, one of you will be possessed next. And if you confront him, he will kill you one by one until he permanently inhabits a body. Then no one can interfere with his will. We must think of something. It's already been thought of. Every time Highmore takes control of my body and turns the dial on the machine, he grows stronger. But it exhausts him. That's why I can talk to you now. I have to do it before he takes control again. Do what, Beatrice? I'm going to turn up the dial to maximum. He won't be able to handle so much energy and he'll disappear. Do not do anything rash, Beatrice. Highmore has control of your body. You don't know if that will work, and the consequences could be... I feel him regaining control. There is no time. Listen to the professor. Don't do it. Let us think of an alternative. I'm sorry, Patrick. It is too late. Highmore. Highmore, enter my body and leave Beatrice alone. Do it, you damned bastard. I'm sorry, my friends. Beatrice? No. Where is my friend? She sacrificed herself for all of us? We can find her. We can find her, Patrick. We can call out to her and... I'm sorry, Professor. Beatrice was connected to Highmore. The energy from the machine affected both of them. She is no longer with us. We have lost her and... we have failed her. But... I knew we were going too far with this. I warned you and you wouldn't listen. We grew up together. I want her back. It's not possible, Professor. She's gone now. She's gone. I don't want to be without her. Oh. What was that? Professor, Sir Arthur, look. The room is dematerializing. I think the box of revelations is still working, and at full power. Look. What are those creatures? They are not ghosts. They are not even human. We must stop that machine, Professor. No! Can't you see? The machine, in conjunction with the Scarlet Stone, is showing us another dimension. The legends about the artifact were true. It can open a portal to other realities. I think Sir Arthur is right, Professor. What? We were unable to control our contact with the afterlife, and you saw the result. Do you think we can control this? Beatrice may be here, Patrick. Maybe we can find her. Beatrice is gone forever, Professor. Unfortunately, we have to accept it. This game like went off. Where have they gone? Oopsie doodles. Oh my god. Incredible. We must end this before it's too late. No, not yet. Beatrice, can you hear me? Stop it, Professor. Professor Moore? What the f- Shug Shala Umvalma. Nef. What is that thing? What is it saying? I don't know what language it's speaking, but I recognize several words. They seem to be perversions of ancient Sumerian. What is it saying? Realm of Earth, invitation. Ranak, Spellbound Throd, darkness, entrance. I think it's referring to us having opened a door for this dimension to penetrate ours. That's why the Eternal Wind Order called the artifact the Key of the Stars. Okay. Oh my god. Something is approaching. My god, it's enormous. That's enough. What? Everything has returned to normal. Is everyone alright? Yes, I'm alright. Did you see the size of that being? It was colossal. I thought I was going to lose my mind at that sight. That creature wanted to enter our reality, didn't it? But thanks to you, we didn't give it that chance. That is correct. Or at least, I think so. I'm not sure. Damn it. What the hell have we done? Our actions have endangered humanity. We have awakened something that no one should know exists. I never thought I'd say these words, but we must abandon all research into the afterlife. Our intention has always been to show the world what lies beyond death, but is the world ready for it? A single entity put us in danger and took the life of our dear friend Beatrice. We are the most qualified people to handle this, and I don't even know how we're still alive. Not to mention what lies beyond the afterlife. Other, less cautious researchers who follow our path could cause a catastrophe of epic proportions. I am with you, Patrick. No one should know what happened here tonight. That plane of existence. It cannot reappear without the Scarlet Stone. Let's destroy it. That doesn't matter now. Those abominations have found a way. They know how to access our reality. The professor is right, Sir Arthur. They will do it through the afterlife. We were the beacon that guided them here. Then the most sensible thing to do, as you say, is to forget about this whole matter. I will tell my order that the experiment was unsuccessful. Crowley will be disappointed. But this information in the hands of that madman would be very dangerous. Yes, it would be for the best. I can't believe... Okay, so this is the end of our careers. Right, so. We have satisfied our curiosity and paid a high price. But we cannot share these results with anyone. We will safeguard them until our deaths. Will you miss investigating these phenomena, Professor? No. The only thing I will miss is the company of my dear friend Beatrice. Is this really the end? Like... What the I just... Ah, here you are. Rector Williams. I was looking for you, Professor Moore. I wanted to discuss the matter of the letter of resignation from the Department of Metapsychic Research that both Professor Ward and you signed. Firstly, I must express my surprise that it was you who decided to resign. I know I was very harsh with you when I told you that you had 72 hours to... It doesn't matter. You did the right thing. Yes, allow me a question. What made you change your mind? Both of you were very convinced that there is no afterlife, nor are there ghosts. There was no evidence of them, and there never will be. We were simply mistaken. There is nothing waiting for us when we die. Except heaven. Yes, except heaven, I suppose. I am glad to hear that, and I am even more pleased that your judgment now corresponds to that of this institution. You are an excellent professor. I am glad that you have rid yourself of those fantasies. By the way, I appreciate that you didn't file a complaint against Dean Carter and kept silent about such an unpleasant matter. A university like this cannot afford such a scandal. Have a good day, Professor Moore. Thank you, Rector Williams. Is this the bad ending? Is this a bad ending? Like, are there multiple endings? Because this seems bad. I don't like it. What? What the? Help me. Beatrice? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Well, I hope that there's a sequel. Is this like, when I finished Fear the Spotlight and I was like, I can't wait for the sequel, and then there was part 2. Like, that was immediately right there. Applause. I liked it, but I don't know, that ending. I feel like the ending was so, like, fast. That was wild. GG, thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for hanging out. Tween module. Part of me, like, wants to, well, I've looked at, like, a guide just to kind of figure out, like, how much longer the game might be. but I don't remember seeing like anything about multiple endings. I don't think that there is. But, but I'm really glad I played this. Like I said, I played the demo last year and I was like, wow, this is really good. See? From La Boheme. But yeah, I mean, what do y'all think of the ending of the story? I feel like it was pretty consistent tonally, but then I don't know, the pacing kind of was, I don't know, off and on. I feel like the multiple save slots implies there's content that can be missed or changed or done differently, so you may want to load at different points. Yeah, so you can go back and like get like achievements. It was a good story. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad I got to experience this with y'all. Okay. So I would give this like, I don't know, 7.5 out of 10. Wolfos, what's up? How's it going? I enjoyed it immensely. I'm glad to read that you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go over here. Now I can like actually click on some other stuff since I'm since I don't have to sit through some dialogue. Wolfos, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Neen, thank you for that shout out. How was Final Fantasy You were playing, I don't think, were you playing, have you been playing 3? I feel like that was a while back and it was like, but maybe it was 3. Also, but welcome in. Also, but welcome in everybody. If I don't know you, I'm Charles. You can also call me Runner. I actually just finished an English Haunting tonight. So you came in the celebration time. How was your stream? How are you? How was your weekend? Also, if you need to raid and run, don't let me keep you by chatting at you. But it's good to see you. I appreciate you bringing your friends by. I've been on 3 for a sec because I had to take a break for most of this month. Okay, because I was like, I remember watching you play 1, but I was like, was it 3? Well, I hope you had a good break. Hopefully it was a nice restorative break. You know, breaks are good. Breaks are good for us. But yeah, welcome. We just finished an English Haunting. I don't know, Wolfos, how you feel about point and click like adventure games, but this one was really good. Really, really enjoyed it. It's got that nice pixel art style of like the early 90s point and clicks, and the puzzles weren't too obtuse to like figure out, you know. Hi, Jelly. Jelly, were you here earlier? But Neen, thank you for that big shout out for Wolfos as well. I've certainly enjoyed. Okay, I don't know why I just left. I'm gonna go back to. I'm just jumping between screens. I've certainly enjoyed them. Disco Elysium is a little. Okay, I do have Disco Elysium. I've been wanting to play that one. I've only heard really good things about it. Oh my god, Tiny, what's up? Thank you so much. Double Rainbow. Nice to see you, Runner. Jelly, I don't know if you know Bad Wolfos. We met through our friend, Small Bear Boy. Played some Repo. That feels like a year ago. It was forever ago. Double Rainbow. Tiny, thank you so much for the raid. How are you? You were dog sitting, I believe. It looked so cute. That was a couple days ago. I was peeping on your stuff. Wait, what? Jelly, I was introducing you to Bad Wolfos, I think. Also Tiny Mouse Rat. I've played multiplayer games with both of these people. I played Lethal Company with Tiny 100 years ago, and I played Repo with Bad Wolfos 50 years ago. Yeah, my friend took a last-minute trip and needed some help. That was so nice of you to be able to do that. We could all use friends like that. Yeah, how was your stream? How was Peak? Did you make it to the top? You remember, I think I played Repo just a couple of times. I'm terrible at it. I hate keyboard and mouse controls. I'm just very clumsy with them. We should play Repo or Lethal whenever you're available. Okay, I feel like we had talked about Dead by Daylight, and I feel like you were not so much into that one. We suck, yeah. I suck at all of those games. I suck at Phasmophobia. I suck at Repo. But again, I feel like the keyboard and mouse, I'm just like not... Like, if I can have a controller, that's going to keep me playing a game a lot longer, is using a controller. You're over Dead by Daylight, low-key. I haven't played it since January, I think, was the last time I played. Are you playing DBD with Earl? I think I remember. There was like a couple weekends ago, and I was like, Earl, when I get back on Saturday, I'll see what you're up to. And Earl was streaming something else, and so I didn't bother Earl. Because I was like, well, he's streaming. I'll just let him do his thing. I'm probably going to play some Phas this weekend. I love Phas. I feel like I just saw a headline about like a new update that they're doing. The creator or like the makers of Phasmophobia are going to be, they're like, it's going to be like a whole new experience. It's like a whole new game. It took me a bit to get into mouse and keyboard, but now all I do is mouse and keyboard. See, I feel like I sit so far back from, I guess I could have like a little keyboard like thing, but like, I feel like I have to get close, and then, I don't know, like having my arms like relaxed here, like with my controller, and I can sit further back. I like that. I'm like making up all the excuses to not use mouse and keyboard. Hey, Tiny, thank you so much for the lovely 5 months, for the hype. I just saw it like pop up on my screen. I was like, wow, it made those hype emotes super big. Well, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the resub. That is super kind of you. But I'm glad you had a great stream. Oh yeah, so wait, did you make it to the top of the mountain? Is there like a story in Peak? Or is it kind of like Repo or Lethal? Like you just like keep going until you die? A Forge, I need to sleep because the baby will be up. Yes, go get yourself some sleep. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the resub. Go rest your weary, go rest your weary bones, your beautiful head. Get some good sleep. Sweet dreams to you. Tell the baby, just like 3 more hours, please. Just 3 more hours in addition to that. You just know that you were on a trip and it crash landed. Okay. Okay. Cool. I can look into this too. There's like 7 levels of difficulty. Easy mode for me, mama. Easy peasy. But yes, Tiny. Sweet dreams. Have a Slay Monday as well. But thank you all so much for coming in to celebrate the end of An English Haunting. Finish this game and like right on schedule. You've never made it past level 1. Okay. Hope you have a wonderful stream. Have a great night. Thank you. I'm actually, yeah, I'm getting ready to finish myself. I just finished this game. I thought I was going to finish it a lot earlier. And I was like, oh, I'm probably going to finish An English Haunting really quick. And then I will play Resident Evil. But that was not the case. But it actually works out perfectly. I was going to actually look up an English Haunting guide. And see, I know that I like read one. Vulgar, is this the one I was looking at before? Okay, I guess, yeah, there's nothing else I can do. Interesting, okay. All right. Next game is Chronicles of the Wolf. That's the one that you've been playing, Jelly. I'm thinking my next non-Resident Evil game is going to be Limbo. I got Limbo for free through Epic a while back. And I've always kind of wanted to play it because I love the art style, and it's like a puzzle creepy. John, hello. John Awkwood. I just popped in, so I missed all of the action. Yar, can I ask for a quick 5-word review of An English Haunting? How was it? Okay, a quick 5-word review of An English Haunting. Fun pixel adventure with ghosts. There you go. Fun pixel adventure with ghosts. 5 words. I highly recommend it, John. If you like point and clicks, like Secret of Monkey Island. I haven't played Thimbleweed Park, but I've watched some of it. But like that, like I would say like early 90s. I guess it's had its like renaissance. They're coming back. I highly recommend. I liked Excavation of Hobbs Barrow better than this one. But this one was still good. And like, I feel like more modern would I should go buy it, be an accurate review too. You know, I did pick this up on sale. I played the demo for it. So John, if you are interested, if anybody's interested, I'm pretty sure that the demo for this game is still up. So play the demo, see how you like the style of gameplay. It's a lot of reading, and I know there's a lot of people that don't like to read. So there's a lot of reading, and it's more of a slow pace. So, but yeah, if you are into point and clicks, like I said, I got this, I saw it was on sale, and I was like, ooh, I think that'll be perfect. Like a nice companion to Resident Evil, and like more action oriented. Billy Bob, been playing some LucasArts. Okay, I didn't finish, but I think it was called Fate of Atlantis. It was an Indiana Jones point and click. I never finished that. There were so many point and clicks that I started, and I feel like I just got lost, and I was like, I don't know how to get past this. I did a couple of years ago, sometime in the past, I played the first Monkey Island game, and I was using a guide for a lot of it because I was like, I don't know what these puzzles want from me. This just doesn't make any sense. But I've made peace with that. This game I was able to get through without looking things up. I had some like nice guidance and hints from Pinkadot in the chat, and that was very helpful. But I think that was like the only time where I was like, what do you want from me? Limbo it up. Bri, have you played Limbo? Jelly says, I love Limbo. I beat this game. Jelly, you beat Limbo before? Yes, that's one of my favorite games. I was playing the other day. Wait, the Fate of Atlantis? Also, thank you. I don't know if I said this earlier. Thank you so much for the follows. I do have anonymous follows. So if you are just hanging out in the background and don't feel like engaging with chat, you are welcome to lurk and relax. Lurk and relax. I love Limbo and Inside. Okay, I added Inside to my wish list. But yeah, I got Limbo for free. And you've played and beat both of them. I think it'll be like a fun, like I said, a fun companion to Resident Evil. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to play two games that are so similar in their gameplay. Like, I thought about doing Silent Hill and Resident Evil, but even though they're different, I was like, it's still kind of like you're exploring, you're engaging in combat and puzzles. And I think Limbo is more puzzly. Yeah, I played Limbo on mobile. Okay. I tried playing Stardew Valley on mobile. I love Stardew Valley so much. I had it on PlayStation 4, my phone, my Nintendo Switch, and then PC. And the controls were like not as, it was frustrating for me. And then once I started playing on PC with all the mods, I was like, I'm never going back. Day of the Tentacle is another one I played. Okay, I know that's Disco Bri. That's one of his favorite games. I know of that game, but I don't think... I also tried playing Maniac Mansion. I think it was called Maniac Mansion. Yeah, I was like, for some reason my mind likes to conflate Day of the Tentacle and Maniac Mansion. There was also, I was telling chat this earlier, but there was a Scooby-Doo game that I had on Sega. I think it came out on Sega and Super Nintendo. And in it, there were two mysteries you could solve, and you play as Shaggy and Scooby, and it's basically point and click. Like, you pick things up in the environment, you explore, you use them to like progress through puzzles, and I really enjoyed those games. The one game that I had of Scooby-Doo as a kid. Like, the newer Scooby-Doos were like more platformy, which is, you know, fine, but I was like, wow, this is so cool to like solve puzzles like the gang, and I just wished you could play as like other members of Mystery Incorporated, not just Shaggy and Scooby. So inside one of the rooms on the Day of the Tentacle, you can play a Maniac. Okay, so maybe that's why my brain... Because I feel like I've watched bits and pieces of like playthroughs on YouTube. I don't watch as many as I used to, but like way back before I got a PC that I could play games on, I would just like watch people play things on YouTube because I was like, I'm probably never going to be able to play that. And so I watched a lot of like YouTube Let's Plays, and I really enjoyed those. Even like I enjoyed ones with commentary because it was interesting to hear like the person's like perspective. Sam and Max. Okay, I have seen those. I had also on my PlayStation, I had Grim Fandango. I never finished that one. Maybe that'll be like another like series to get to in the future, is like point and clicks. I don't want to like burn myself out on them though. Trevor, thank you so much for the lurk. It's good to see you. I played the Scooby-Doo platformer on PS2. It was my first ever console, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, there's some good ones. I played Night of 1,000 Frights, I think it was, on GameCube back in March, and I was like, this is like pretty challenging. There were some challenging parts in that game for me. I thought I was losing it for a while, but made it through. And Piglet's Big Adventure. I think it was Piglet's Big Adventure. Piglet's Big Movie Game, whatever. That was harder than I thought. Hi, runner. Just running around doing chores. Okay. Ivy, I hope that your running is going well. The chores are going well. I am doing really well, thank you. Troy, thank you for 27 months. How the bejeez does... I don't know. I can't believe it. I feel like I just, I feel like I just started streaming on Twitch, like, sometime last year. Thank you so much for the 27 months. Cheers to you. Got my delicious water here. I hope that you had a great stream and that you've had a lovely weekend.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful to know you, Troy. I always think it's so funny, like when we have ran into into each other, other people's chats, and we're like, yes, we actually know each other in real life. I can't remember what the game was actually called, but I remember it was a Scooby-Doo. There were like, I feel, not a ton, but more Scooby-Doo games than I thought there were going to be. I want to say like at least 4. At least 3 or 4. And I figured there would be like 1 or 2. Morning, Alice. Got you up with it's 5 a.m. and I need coffee to human. Nez, is that your new nickname for me? You can call me Alice, it's fine. Get your coffee. Thank you for the lurk. I hope that coffee wakes you up and you feel fresh as a daisy. Troy, the hunting went well. We finished the game. So we finished the game and I was blessed with a double raid bow. So we were just chatting about point and click games and like which ones we recommend. And so yeah, the haunting has been finished, I guess you could say. The haunting has been resolved and the game has been completed. Need to go to work. Have a great night, runner. Jelly, have an amazing day at work. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sure I'll see you in the near future because I feel like you keep me company while I'm working during the day. So yeah, have a great day at work, Jelly. Take good care of yourself. What time is it? Okay, it's 12:19. So I think this is a good spot for us to just, we finished the game, we've chatted, it feels good. Thank you all for being here. Troy, sorry that you just got here. Mez, sorry that you just got here, but thank you for saying hello. We're gonna raid out, and also, you know what? Hold on, before I do that, where would my manners be? I wanted to say thank you to Tiny Mouse Rat. Thank you for the lovely raid. And Bad Wolfos, thank you for the raids, the double raid bow. CB Blackwell, thank you for the raid. Old Sea Hag, thank you everybody for bringing your friends by. I appreciate it. It's always nice when you see familiar. Oh shit, I forgot Angelica Margaret for Rose. I'll have to refund her those points. I was supposed to put on my wig and I was too invested in the ghosts. It's a fun nostalgic core memory on some of the point and clicks. Yeah, thank you, Billy Bob. Thanks for coming through with the raid and for the chats. The Fate of Atlantis game is like one of those that I wish I'd stuck with because I loved the Indiana Jones game movies. I was like, I think maybe they made Last Crusade into a point and click as well. And Troy, okay, we're going to go to Aslands. Time zones suck. I know, and and then in November we'll be moving forward an hour, and then I think we'll be closer in time. And then I'll be closer in time to you too, I think, Nee, right? I don't know, it's always messes with my brain. Night night, Charles. Have a good sleep, stay safe. Thank you, I will. It's a pretty hard one, honestly. Yes, they did. I have it also. Okay. Yeah, so like I'm not I'm not above using guides. I'm not about, like, I'm a guide. Give me a guide. Like, I want to be here for a good time. I want to experience the story. I don't want to torture myself or, like, beat my head, like, you know what I'm saying. I go back an hour and I'll... Okay, so Mez will be, like, closer then, I think. No. I don't know, we'll be something. You'll only be 2 hours ahead of me. Okay, that's right. I'll only be 2 hours. Why does everything have to be so complicated with time? It's so confusing. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. If you can stick around for the raid, Troy is guiding us to Haslands. So we're going to go visit Haslands. And here is... Okay, I made this raid command. Why has it got to be so... What? Why has it got to be so... Troy, I thought you were singing Avril Lavigne. Same, I got stuck on Tentacle and had a couple people in chat that speed ran it and were... Oh, that's nice. And hopefully they weren't backseating you. People can get, like, very aggressive. They try to be aggressive and you're like, okay, get out of here. Don't need that. 12:22, 1:22. Okay, Mishi, have a great... I think you said you were going to work this afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. Good night, Pinkadot. Y'all, if you are a follower, you're going to want to copy that one that says on your market set glow. That's made with emojis. You don't need to be a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, there's the second message that has my subscriber emotes, and you can grab that one. So, but you know what? You take care of yourself. Get some good sleep. I'll be back tomorrow around 8:30 p.m. Eastern with Resident Evil. We might actually be able to finish Resident Evil tomorrow night. I don't want to say anything, but we're like plowing through things. We are getting shit done. 5:23 a.m. here in England. We're okay. You know what? Thank you everybody from all parts of the earth for being here. That's okay. That's really cool that we're all in different times and we're here together. So thank you for being a part of this stream tonight. They were very okay. So they were able to like read the room and like not try to be bossy. Good night, BB. Good night, Steffi. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. I'm gonna get this raid going. Search as plans. Playing some Debbie Delight. Oh my god. Good thing Tiny went to bed. Okay, it looks like this person has stuff written all over them. Gayest community day ever. Alright, y'all. Thank you again so much for spending some time. I hope if your days are starting, they're going wonderfully. Get some good sleep when you get there. Have wonderful Mondays. Thank you again. I'll see you soon. Good night.